all the big cards.
Yeah, I had them. I really had them.
5 deuce.
You only have, you have a queen. Since you see you got a baby flush, there's only a queen high flush available, which is the second, the nut.
I understand what you're saying.
Which is no.
5 deuce of clubs.
I'm trying to tell you when you're trying to lie, you can't lie to me.
I'm not lying. You'll see it on TV.
If you said you have 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, you see that on TV.
All right, everybody. Our attempt to address the audio issues. I guess you'll know when we do.
I'm not lying to you. I had 5 deuce of clubs.
I'm trying to tell you. Oh, I caught you lying because
Aces for Mike C. Benny's got 10s and 6s.
and I don't trust you.
You'll see exactly what I had.
Yeah.
Mike with a big lead with his trip aces. Some cards out here for the field, though.
Where our HOA
Is he allowed to abuse people like this?
Winning a hand is abuse now?
is unmanned. That are, I'm telling you.
No diamond.
All right. I gotta tell you, although I do love the sound of my own voice, hearing it 3 times in a row can be a bit, grating. I understand. But hopefully you guys are just hearing me once.
Aces are shit in this game. Yeah, not
It would appear the test is successful, so fingers crossed that there's no more surprises, huh? Ow.
We're good.
Okay. It slant. He like bumped his headset and it made that big knock, and I was like, wow. That was quite loud. I'm not sure what you did over there, but add it to the playbook.
I accept. Gino's going to go ahead and put in a pot size raise here with a pretty mediocre ace-jack 3-3.
Pot.
Betty's got a very defendable. Oh, she's all in. Yeah, well, then it's
Well,
easily defendable.
8.5K. Yeah, it's a good hand, and
No,
you're short stack.
That's the one. That's the one.
Got to make your move somewhere, and that's a pretty good one.
That's a short stack hand for sure. And she's not technically ahead. Technically, Gino's ahead with the threes, but she's ahead with all the overs.
And wow.
And she's gonna be pretty good here. She's got.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's still ahead with the kicker. Wow, and that'll solidify it. Just the nuts. No big deal.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Just the nuts.
So Betty's gonna hang out with us for a while longer, it seems. And are you ready for more good news?
Yes.
We didn't miss a knockout while we were while we were fixing the audio.
While we were fiddling around. Hey, I accept. Like we said, guys, this is a 3K guaranteed $150 buy-in PLO tournament. We got a total of 49 entries today. Total prize pool of $5,600. First place is going to take home $2,100. Second place $1,300. Third place $900. Fourth place $700, and fifth place $600. We got a long way to go until we hit that final table, though. We got about 22, 23 players remaining. So we're down to 3 tables, and as soon as we hit 18 players, we will go down to 2 tables. And so on and so forth.
Until there is a winner. Or winners.
Yeah, there's usually like an 80% chance of a chop on Thursdays.
Just helping, navigate.
These guys like to get home for dinner.
He may be back.
This tournament really does run like clockwork, though. I mean, it starts
Yeah,
around
it
11:15 and ends usually 5 o'clock at the absolute latest.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Puck drop for game 2 is at 6. Let's go, Panthers.
Benny's got a pretty good hand here. He's got a gutter ball, nut flush draw. Justin's got top pair, which is no good at the moment. Betty's got top 2 again.
Benny's got a flush draw, which could be fun.
Gino's gonna call and try and smash a gutter ball here. He's got the same gutter as Benny though. Nine ball. Betty's not gonna like that card
No.
too much, but she's still in the lead at the moment. See if Gino tries to take this away. He is. Benny usually plays on the conservative side, so if he had ace queen, he might call here, but he's only on a draw, and even if he hits that draw, he's not sure if it's going to be any good. But Benny's in there. He says, "I don't believe you, Gino."
Looking for a jack or a diamond.
Betty just doubled up, so she doesn't want to.
Yeah,
she doesn't want to
she's not
burn
gonna
any
get
more
mixed
chips.
up in it.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh wow! And
She doesn't
wanna
wanna see
hit
that
the
one.
Nuts. Well, not the nuts.
Second
but-
nuts.
yeah.
Well, third nuts if we're being technical, but yeah.
But that card had to hurt Betty's feels.
Gino's gonna assume that Benny was on the draw here just by the way Benny played it, and Gino's gonna take this one down. Benny can't call this.
He's got nowhere near enough chips to buy it either.
Yep.
To bluff at any kind of boat.
Gino says, "You had ace queen? You folded top two?"
That's what I was thinking. I said, I can't like it.
Yeah, that had to be a tough river to see for Betty.
Well, we're gonna send Justin off to the other tables to even them out.
That means the other tables are getting the carnage. I don't like that. I want the carnage here at the feature table.
Know you don't fold, Bruce.
For the price to win all that.
You
Yeah.
probably wouldn't like that river, Bruce.
I only played one hand so far.
So are you trying to convince me you like to fold?
I love to fold.
Yes. Hey, stop it. People are trying to play poker here. If you're gonna have a conversation, you don't get everybody involved. Don't might as well keep your mouth shut. You guys whispering here. Just a whisper.
Because you're hard of hearing.
You know, ever since we cleared up our audio on the table, and now that you can hear everybody talk, it's taking the burden off the commentators a little bit because
Yeah.
we can hear their conversations and
Well,
kind of get a little insight into how they're feeling. And
We said it at the onset. In fact, we repeated it 3 times apparently. That this is an entertainment table.
yeah,
John Deere.
somehow Bruce's VPIP is sitting at 85%. You'd love to see it. I mean, if you're playing PLO and your VPIP's anywhere under 40%, you're doing it wrong, in my opinion. My unsolicited opinion. Benny's going to go ahead and bet 2/3 pot here. I think he's telling us without showing us that he has a 10.
My heart saying yes.
Nice hand there. Benny, Benny Hanna. He wishes he was Benny. He wishes he was Benny.
There's one in Boca. There's one in Boca
That's a
at
good one up there,
441
right out in
in
the lake.
Blades.
Before you go across it.
I haven't been.
By the
I don't
bridge.
think I've ever been to Benihana. I've been to,
You've never been to Beniham?
but I've been to Hibachi before,
I
but
took
I
you
don't.
to Beniham.
What's the other one? There's a big chain. There's another one that I forgot.
And they give you like, I got shrimp hibachi and then
Ichiban? There's an Ichiban that does chain that does hibachi.
you try too hard to get me, man. You never let me.
It's a pretty gross board there. No one really has anything. Jack's going to go ahead and give Mike 3 of a kind. Gino's going to bet it like he's got something, but he, in fact, does not.
Oh shit! You got a jack?
Of course.
Then why did you say 2 bet? Why don't you just mock your fucking cards?
Hey, I wish I would have called that ace queen hand. Bruce, you're right.
What?
What?
I have 2 pairs.
I believe you.
You would have voted.
You got ace jack? Ace jack.
3 times before I would have voted and lost.
You had ace jack?
Yeah, pre-flop. I think he got out.
Nice 4, buddy.
Thank you very,
Now I gotta deal with this pipe over there.
thank you very,
Is that part of Colulu?
Well, he didn't tell
very
me.
much.
Don't say words you can't pronounce.
You're over mine.
That was good.
What's that called? What?
He's so mean. You bring out the mean in me. This game brings out the mean in me. I hate this game.
Who's second place? I know Steve's up top.
Betty,
Fuck you, Betty.
Oh, Betty, you're in second?
that's why I'm here.
That's why I
The
can't
only
wait
reason-
to knock your ass
That's why a
out.
lot of people are here. I saw some. Yeah.
Betty's here battling for points. Sounds like she's
Yep.
second overall for the month, so
Turning it to a
otherwise she'd be having a cocktail.
Yeah, we got some information on that.
Both tournaments on Thursday gonna be together?
Wait, but
You know, for our people competing, points for player of the
today
month,
is Thursday.
I'm wondering what you're
Oh,
talking about.
yeah.
we got some prizes
The night tournament to PLO as well. And
for our biggest scores. Here, check that out. Whoops. It flipped over. Our top 60 players for in the points list, 60 players are going to get a ticket to a moneymaker event.
Wow.
The breakdown goes 31st through 60th is going to get a free roll to a $140 moneymaker satellite. 11th through 30 is going to get a $300 multi-flight seat.
Wow.
4th through 10th is going to get one $1,100 main event seat
What?
and the $300 moneymaker multi-flight seat. And our top 3 players will each receive 2 $1,100 moneymaker main
Hello?
event seats and the $300 multi-flight seat.
That's wild.
So if Betty is indeed second in points,
Wow, if that's not enough to get you down
there's
here
going to be some prizes.
trying to play for points, that's insane. 2 $1,100 seats for top 3?
Well, that's what this information says. That's the April tournament player promotion, which began on the 1st and ends on the 29th. So that's
Wow.
5 days from now. So if you're kind of in that bubble,
No, you show up.
what I just read, hey.
No, you show up and play some Omaha.
Exactly. There's some time left.
forget Mark.
No wonder she
Make a
folded ace
move.
queen.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, the 3K guarantee prize pool is fun, but you're near the top of the leaderboard on the points. You're playing for more than just a piece of that 3K. Or 3K guarantee. We destroyed it. Let me get that exact number.
We did. We almost doubled it.
56.35. So yeah,
Yeah.
just south of doubling it.
They're not going to hire some old people.
We're not about small commentating. You know everything about everything. So you should be like, good.
Gino's got a monster. Couple of kings, couple of hearts.
To be fair, he raises when he doesn't have a monster.
That's true. That's why when he does raise, I mean, you really never know where he's at.
I haven't cashed.
Benny don't like them flustros. Hard to blame him.
Wow, Betty's gonna try and peel one here. Huh, that's the one she wanted. Gino does pick up
Yeah.
the flush draw.
Betty's ahead, but it's far from over.
Wow, Gino's picked up a little bit of equity. Doesn't really change too much. Well, that does.
Yeah, that I was gonna say that's a monster. Gino has rivered Betty. Betting 6.
Wow, he's
Betty's
going for
on-
the value bet. I love it.
Yeah, Betty's only got 8K, so it's all. I'm shocked by that. I was about to say it's either all in or fold.
The flush draw. What kind of head is that? Am I a bad player or something?
No comment.
Why are you so mean?
Well,
I always think you're bluffing.
for Betty, it's this hand or next. Down to 2K, with the blinds being 1K, 15 hunch, 15 hunch.
Caught me bluffing, Betty D.
Last Tuesday night. My 2 pair.
Dude, we don't have the kind of stream control that we need for instant replay. But when Gino said that, when was the last time I bluffed? I'm like, dude, I can just roll it back like 2 hands.
Well,
Probably 2 or 3 hands.
bluffing is a relative term either. I mean, sometimes you're bluffing with the best hand. Sometimes you're trying to get people off. Sometimes, you're putting out feeler bets. So, bluffing is relative.
I didn't bet ever.
Okay, then I bet. I was trying to find out where I'm at. I wasn't bluffing.
See?
I was trying to win.
See? Bluffing is literally relative.
Well, I mean, Betty's double suited, and I don't hate the hand.
No, I'm not saying nothing to do with her hand, but in first position and under the gun, I mean, you got a hand
Yeah,
like this
I
in
mean,
Omaha,
this
you
or-
put it in.
right.
This is the one, because then you're getting both blinds. You're getting the big blind ante. This is the best bang for your buck here.
This is basically a quadruple up
Yeah, and obviously
without even trying.
and obviously it depends on what Mike has, but Betty's got both flush draws covered. She's got the queen jack. So I mean, honestly, I kind of like her hand. I'd like for Mike to put his cards in the box, but I'm not gonna.
That would be cool.
A royal draw.
It's not the worst flop for Betty.
No, it's actually decent.
Got a straight draw flush draw and a backdoor flush draw and a backdoor straight draw. Gino's definitely gonna
Stay right
protect his
there,
hand
Owen.
here.
Don't move.
I really like this bet from Gino because if either one of these guys in the blinds had anything good, I feel like they would come out betting. So I really like Gino's bet here. Betty, I was just about to say Betty's probably
Yeah.
about 50-50.
And Betty, even if she loses, Gino still took down a pretty decent sized side pot. So
Right.
Right. So if he loses, it's a big deal. I lost 2K.
Yep.
And he won way more than that in the side.
Nope.
Wow, that's great for her. She picks up
Wow,
a pair.
a lot more
Her
outs.
equity's crazy now. There it is.
Running jacks and Betty.
I said every hand except for the one that
Right.
every out except for the running three
That's
of a kind.
right. Put your purse down, Miss Betty. You're not going anywhere.
Look at Gino. Gino's trying to figure it out still.
Yeah, she only had 5 outs to the flop, but picked up a ton more outs at the turn.
No, she had more outs than that.
At the flop?
Yeah, she had any diamond and 3 fours.
With chips and a strip. Got chips? You can compete. No, you're not. I'm on my life. I'm on life support.
Betty just quintupled up. And she says she's still on life support. And she ain't wrong. Mike C popping in a little raise here. You like to see it. Double suited ace king. I dig it.
All right.
Yeah. 2, 3, good. I'm hard. Just sit here.
It's just the way they give us it.
box instead, so we had to play another.
That's about as good a flop as you can ask for, Mike, without actually smashing it. But I mean, you got a
Right.
pair in the nut flush draw. I mean, you're loaded here. Got a lot of outs for 2 pair. Obviously, outs to the nut flush. Yeah, there's no.
Mike's still not putting his cards in the box. And
The poker gods are making him pay for it.
Nicolas Cage style. And it's beginning to annoy. Alfredo jumping in the chat. How you doing, Alfredo?
How do you know about this place?
Apparently it's hot outside because he's got the shades emoji and the fire,
Oh, okay.
but he's also flexing. So is you watching the stream from the gym? Maybe, I don't know.
Pick up an extra day.
We're playing Hold'em, right?
No, I had king, queen,
Hold'em. I got work to do. How do you play PLO?
That ain't working.
I never
That's the way you do it.
I came down here short. Didn't
Money for nothing and your chicks for free.
I? It was my second buy-in. I was short. I came down here.
See, I don't sing it. That's how we get a cease and desist.
It's all right. I'm never on key, so it's
Right.
okay.
If you say it, they can't do nothing.
They do that on the stream. Y'all should listen to
What up, Alex? What up, Fredo? Lock it in, chat.
it.
We're down to our final 2 tables here.
Our semi-final table.
We got Kevin in the box.
With that jersey, and he says his name is Brady.
Can I get a boo?
I try not to be, impartial.
No, you don't.
I did.
You
I said
literally don't.
I said I try.
You don't even try.
I didn't say
you
I
don't even
succeed.
try.
I said, but with that jersey and a name like that, I'm like, yeah, I can't.
Something doesn't fit. Something tells me his name is not Brady. Just guessing. Wow, kind of surprised Mike just calling. Also surprised Alton just calling. Those are 2 pretty strong hands. Betty's going to go ahead and do the business.
Betty's going for it.
So this is a really good spot for
Yeah.
Mike to repop here, just to isolate Betty's action here. I can't see Mike just calling here, especially with Alton just calling behind him. This is a perfect spot for Mike to repot.
Raised 85. 3 raised.
Sometimes I'm right, Maddie.
Yeah.
Sometimes I call him
Oh, yeah.
correctly. Not all the
Absolutely.
time, but sometimes.
It's fine.
Alton's definitely folding, even though I love his hand. Like, as far as like the equity goes, I love the combinations. I just love everything about his hand. Benny's gonna sit here for another 20 seconds and then fold. Nope. Oh, not even. Okay.
Fight.
Let's see. Betty's actually not too shabby here, considering her pair's no good. But I mean, her hearts are good. She's got some straight options.
No, I'm not. They called it 2 jacks.
And Mike's still leading with them kings. Still
Dead
leading
to
with
a
them
jack.
kings. 1 out,
That
and that
ain't
is not it.
Good play, Betty Boop. Still in second place in the standings. Good luck to you, darling. We hope you smash that top 3 and do some damage in the moneymaker.
I just want to call that.
Masterful analysis, as always. From my broadcast partner, Terry, I'm Matt imitating Howard Cosell.
I muted us. I don't know if you caught that.
No, but I heard it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
no,
just
you
complimenting
did.
him.
No,
so.
yeah, you know.
No, he bet first. I bet first.
All right, action on Danny, who either didn't put his cards in the box or just folded way too quick. Probably B.
Probably be. Definitely be.
Alton, double pair, 7s and ducks. What power? I'm kidding. Fold immediately. All the deuces are dead, and all the 7s are dead.
So you're
Smart
saying there's
move.
a chance.
Yeah, that's pair of 7s. His hand cannot improve. I wouldn't mind looking down and seeing 2 pair in Omaha. I mean, unless they're 7s and ducks, I'm like, ew. I'm like, not that. Let me see, you know, aces and kings, kings and queens, something like that.
Literally anything else.
At least
even
with deuces and threes, you
yeah.
can make a straight out of it. Get crazy lucky. But 7s and deuces, what are you going to do with that besides fold?
She's only here for about a year.
I saw her play poker too.
I almost said action on Gino. I'm going to wait till he deals 4 cards, not 2. Whoops. But Gino is first. He's got some 4s. He's got some hearts.
As Kevin just said, our blinds are up 1,000, 2,000 with a 2,000 big blind ante. That means our first pot size bet is going to be a 7K raise. Mike with jacks and deuces, which is basically the same as 7s and deuces,
Right.
especially if it's Badoogie.
Badoogie.
Badoogie. Brady's going to shove it here.
With 9s.
I mean, it's technically the best hand right now. And
I mean, not aces and deuces, you know, make a couple 12s. Yeah, Gino definitely in.
wow, Mike's
Yeah.
just in there like swimmer.
Mike just instantly
Mike
shoves.
gives 0
Ooh.
Fs. None. He cares
Gino
not.
calls. He's like, show me hearts and show me 4s.
I mean, Gino's actually not. It's not
Yeah,
a terrible
he's-
hand
he's
because
going
got
for the
he's
double
got,
knockout.
He's got wheel draws, Broadway draws. He's got the ace high flush, and he's got the pair of 4s. So I mean, and if an ace comes, his kicker's good. So it's kind of. I mean, he's really lucky with the
Right.
2 hands he's up against. But I mean,
Yeah.
you know, not terrible.
I said, Gino does know this isn't a bounty tournament, right? Because he's he's going for the double knockout.
Kevin, well
We see
done-
that a lot
Well
on
done on
the-
on Saturdays, yeah.
Yeah,
No, they go for it. Wow, just top 2.
Ace
Just top
and
2 for
10,
Gino.
Ace and 10.
No big deal.
A 6.
That's not going to do it. You need a 6. Wow, he hits that 6. That's gross.
Yeah. 6 is full for Brady. It looks like Gino's going to get the side pot, though. It's still pretty
Wow.
sizable.
Grody. Actually, that's a pretty big side pot, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Brady only had, I think, 9K
Yeah.
pre-flop.
And it looked like Bruce had 30, roughly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not good.
No, it's really not.
But listen, that's the great thing about Omaha is, like, you're literally counting on 5 cards. Hold'em, I mean, you're still counting on 5 cards, obviously, but it's just a little different game.
It's bringing out the super villain in me. I mean, I was a superhero for 25 years, so, but just that.
You're not supposed to tell people that, even in your retired state. They don't. They shouldn't know that. You guys are trying to coddle Gino, trying to make him feel better about still making money, but
I was going to say that
Gino's way too greedy for that.
he made a lot, though.
No, he
that
definitely
side
did.
pot was like, what? I want to say 40 to 45K.
Right, so
In
if you
that
drop
side
10
pot?
in the first one,
Right.
yeah, but he still only made like 10 or 15K, which is still great, obviously, but
Could
You
have been
did-
worse.
you didn't lose.
Most people who get rivered lose a lot more than that, but
Agreed.
he won by getting rivered.
I don't
So.
really like Mike's play here. This is a premium hand right here. Ace King 10, maybe not
With
premium, but
limping,
right
no.
under premium. But
I mean,
no,
double
but-
suited and high cards. It's yeah.
No, it's a great hand.
You
Let's
kind of want to
see if
isolate.
Gino does it
that.
from 100%, absolutely. But maybe he was going to play it the same way that he
Right.
had played the Kings earlier. That if
Maybe
someone
do
else,
the call raise trick. So
right?
then
But
when
this is
somebody
not
shows,
the table to do it
no.
though, because I mean, well, he's
Well,
lucky.
we'll find out.
Well, with Gino doing it, I wouldn't be surprised to see Mike repop here. And if he does, Gino's probably going to find a fold. No, Mike, stop. Mike. All right, what's the penalty for that? What's the penalty box? 2 minutes for folding that hand?
Well, 5 minutes if it's a major. So that might be a major.
I mean, if this was final table, we'd give him 5 minutes, but that's insane. Ace King 10-5 double suited. Mike, if you're watching this this stream right now, you deserve a timeout for that. I don't even care what the flop is. Flop is irrelevant.
Danny's got a nice flush draw as well as top pair.
Yeah, that's like best case scenario.
Yeah, Gino's got
but here's
a-
the thing.
a
Here's the
gutter.
thing. Here's the thing about Mike's play. If he just repops it, everybody folds.
Right.
And he just takes it down. So it's not even about just calling and seeing a flop there. I mean, your hand is so good. Now, granted, it plays well post flop. Yeah, it plays well post flop, so you don't really have to worry about necessarily checking, or I'm sorry, just calling pre flop. But I don't think we ever fold that hand. It's just a monster. And I think he played it so good that if he does re-raise, it looks so strong, Gino has to fold. If he repops it there, that's nothing less than aces or kings.
Right.
And if Gino has ace-king, I mean, he's probably folding that. Danny went ahead and just flopped the world, though, and got it in there. And I think Gino, there's just no call there for Gino. But Mike, you played that bad. It ended up being a terrible flop for you, not the point. Come find me. Come find me next time, right after you see this.
Did you know Benny was a voice actor?
That's Gino.
Oh, Gino. No, I mean Gino, yes.
And I did know that.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I'm like, sounds like a cartoon character over there.
Yeah. And he wasn't even trying to.
No. It's and here's Benny, whose time will be up very shortly, whether he plays or not. The blind's coming. Benny playing the chip in a chair game.
Bruce
in case he loses.
Bruce is dominated here, finds a fold.
Wow, Gino's got kings. Benny
That's
looking
gross.
strong with his aces. And a suited ace-queen.
He's going to get Danny out of there, I think, but Danny's got a pretty strong hand here, too.
Double
But,
suited and a pair.
But he just won a monster. I can't see him putting in half his stack.
Yeah, Gino, big raise. He's all like, I want that last chip. So aces versus kings.
Oh, the dangler. The 6.
He's got diamond.
I'm not folding. Oh, you got aces. You expect
I like how Kevin frames the box here. He puts the best hand out front. I like it. It's almost like he's done this before.
And here's the flop. Benny, a big favorite.
Oh, that dangler's not going to
And
help Gino now. He's going to need a king
no.
and a king only. Wow, it's gross,
Deuces,
too.
full of
Deuces full.
aces. Where's Steffi Mo when you need her? Oh, never mind. She only plays pocket deuces. So Benny's going to double up. A double up badly needed. It's 5K in orbit, and the blinds are coming.
That's all he had. What's he going to do? And you paraded the man.
Benny thinking really hard under the gun. Ugh, I'm not sure why.
Gino tips feel good, Benny? If Gino tips, they feel good? Yeah, okay.
Call 2. I'm good. He But anyway,
option.
and nothing to change,
You
right?
had the nuts.
You're the
As
nuts,
long
yeah.
as, long as
No,
Bruce
I'm
folds.
against 2, okay.
Yeah.
Not
That's a
3.
good
Yeah,
one.
not 3. 3's
That's
bad.
a good one out. Unless somebody has a 4.
It's bad.
Queen, queen, 3.
Pretty good flop for Alton,
Yeah.
but this is what happens when you don't raise pre-flop. Now you're not getting any value out of your hand.
He will attempt. He will attempt it at least.
Brady's got a pretty bad flush draw. I
Yeah.
can't really see him calling.
Yeah. Gino massively behind. I was about to say that you sometimes that doesn't stop him though, but it does this time. And here we have our pre-flop raise. Gino, more than double the second place aggressor. Shocking absolutely no one. Nearly half the hands pre-flop raise from Gino. He likes the action.
Well, he also understands the game, too. I mean, in any form of poker, your pre-flop aggression kind of dictates where the action goes and who's going to be winning the pots. I mean, if you just keep checking and wanting to see flops, and like, there's nothing wrong with that, but eventually it's going to bite you in the ass. And you know, Gino's one of the best post-flop players that we have in South Florida, and he's not afraid to bet without it, and he's definitely not afraid to bet with it. So I mean, it's just so hard to put him on a hand. So when you are playing against him, you're basically playing your hand face up by telling him, "Hey, I got a monster here. I got aces. I got ace, king, queen, jack. I flopped a straight." You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not afraid to play against him, then you're pretty much showing him that you have it. But he's just not afraid to play at any point when he's in the hand. So
I ain't scared of nobody.
I mean, he's not. Alton got a pretty big hand here again. I'm definitely raising with a hand like this, getting these other short stacks out of the way.
I mean, I'll get beat, especially at Omaha, but I ain't scared.
See, I think if he raises pre-flop, I think Bruce folds, and we're just on to the next one. But now, you know, Bruce has a straight draw and a set of sevens. See, now Alton bets, and all he has is a pair of nines and a straight draw. You know, but if he had bet pre-flop like he's supposed to with his hand, you know, it's a totally different ballgame. Yeah, Alton should have raised pre-flop, but like, don't you think if he pots pre-flop, don't you think he gets Benny and Bruce to fold both those hands?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, I don't think Bruce is calling with 3 hearts and a pair of sevens. Not on a short stack like that. Benny, what are we doing here, man?
I was gonna say for a gutter. I don't
mean,
think so.
Well, he had a double gutter, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's not, you know.
Bruce, what are you doing? They didn't pay for that 7. They didn't.
They got no receipts.
I mean, I do like that he only showed one of the 7s. So that's
No, he showed them both.
He
He showed both sevens and a straight draw, I think. He showed 2 sevens and a 10.
I'd be like, that would be a troll move to show a 7 and then not show the other one. But I'm like, here, you got a read on me, and let me reward you for your very correct and clever read. Here you go. That's what's showing to me. That's what it says to me.
I mean,
you know, everybody's different.
It's inadvertently saying that, but it is definitely saying that.
Yeah.
100%.
Guy put me on Broadway, and he was absolutely correct. Now ask me if I showed him. Flopped open-ended, needed an ace or a 9, caught my ace. You got a straight. Here, show me. I'm like, I didn't even say no. I didn't say anything. I just threw it in. I'm not going to reward you for your nice read. I want you to make bad reads. 3 of a kind for Gino, and that's death in Omaha.
Just going to keep calling.
Yeah, I noticed that about Gino. Like, it's either raising or folding.
Most of the time, yeah. Like 80-90% of the time, he's raising pre-flop or just folding. Like, why even waste the time?
It'd be really cool if somebody had diamonds. That's going to scare everybody into checking around.
It'd be even cooler if someone just min-bet just to see where everybody else is at. You know, just bet something. Try to take it down.
All right, so it's a pair of kings for Benny. Alton, too, but Benny's got the better kicker.
Benny's got top 2.
Yep.
Benny snap
Top
calls.
pair, yeah.
Bruce is in there, too, with 2 pair.
And then the deuce. Gives Bruce 2 pair. Not that that's any good. A's and K's with a Q. Lousy Scrabble hand, but decent poker hand. 2 A's, 2 K's, and a Q.
Bruce with a pretty hand here. Kind of hard to raise when you're short stacked,
Right.
but I mean, wow, monster flop for Bruce. Flops a wheel. Anybody else got anything? Mike's got top.
All the blessings.
I used to work here with Bruce a long time ago, about 22 years ago. Bruce and I worked together. He's a good guy. He's a good dude. Wow, Mike just binks it. But look, Bruce actually hits something good here too. Top pair with a flush draw and and the wrap. I mean, this is. I don't know whose hand I want more. I guess Mike's just because he has it now. Wow, what a blank.
Say so many of Bruce's outs were dead though. Not that he can know that, but yeah. See, 18 outs, and he did. But what was it? 7, I think.
7 with the straight outs.
Yeah, everything else was dead. So.
Yeah. Still, though, he turned the flush draw though, which is kind of nuts. And he turns top pair. It's so gross.
All right, for those of you joining us today, we had 49 entrants into our PLO 3K guaranteed, which got us up to 5,600. So we're going to be paying the top 5 spots. This is the featured table, not the final table. Chino folding yet again. So I'm saying if he's not raising, he's folding. It's like
I love it.
hand,
I love it though.
No,
I love it. That's how you should be playing.
Right. It's not a criticism.
But it's funny though because people think that Gino's just a wild man. He's just in every pot, but I mean he's just not. You know, he's actually really calculated. It's a pretty good flop for Bruce to be checking on. He flops a set and it's a Badoogie board. Yeah, Bruce didn't realize that he was last act and he checked first. Still a pretty good flop or good turn for Bruce. Turns a flush draw and it doesn't complete any type of straight, so his set is usually good here. Brady's gonna come out firing with top pair, and Bruce just is now letting him know, hey, I got a monster, buddy. Brady's starting to smell it, but I think Brady thinks that if he hits a queen or 10, he might be good. Oh, he's got kings and sixes. I didn't even notice that.
Pair,
oh, yeah, we're never folding. Yeah, we're never folding that.
He's drawing to 2 cards, though.
Dangler, come on, Dangler.
Yeah, needs a king or a 6. Kevin, you should be doing this PLO tournament every week, buddy. Love the way you framed that.
River card in 8. Bruce boats up.
That was the one Bruce needed. I don't think he'd won a single hand this entire feature table.
It got him close to out of the danger zone, but not quite.
Not terrible. 20 bigs. It's doable.
You also checked, and I was like, oh. I didn't mean to check. Yeah, I know. I thought I was first. But that's not already checked. 8, 10. Giving me the free card. Oh, 100%. Lines are up. 15, 3, 3. Lines are up 3,000. It doesn't matter when. Yeah.
Here Mike goes again, just calling with his monsters. Not sure I tend to agree, but I mean, you can't really argue with Mike's results. I mean, he makes final tables at a pretty impressive clip here. Doesn't really like to play big pots unless he has to. Gino actually with a very playable. I mean, this is a very playable hand, and I mean, he's just putting everybody on such weak holdings. I really like this pot size bet here with his hand. To be honest,
Mike's like looking at me like, why would you do that?
Well, here's the thing with Mike's hand, too, is that neither one of his kings are suited. I can't really see him folding here.
Yeah. Wow. Well, he can.
Mike, buddy, we got to see a flop, man. We got to see a flop, you know.
Bruce is going to go for it with jacks and fours.
I mean, I still like
pocket jacks and pocket fours, not jacks and fours.
Right. I still like Gino's hand a lot here. I mean, he's going to be betting on a lot of flops, just repping aces and kings. Wow, this is already a good flop for him.
Wow,
Jesus.
it's fantastic
Holy.
flop. Are you kidding me, man? Bruce has drawn a 1 card. And that's not it.
Wow, Mike got so lucky with that fold. I mean, again, he's probably supposed to repot here. I don't know if Gino just calls with his hand. Gino might actually call, which, if that's what we're talking about, then it's actually not a terrible fold from Mike. But at the same time, like, we still got to play our hands here.
He does indeed. Bruce needs the jack of diamonds, and only the jack of diamonds.
Poor Bruce, too. He's got the flush draw. That probably put him over the top.
He doesn't know how right he is.
Oh, no, you're not. Sorry. What do you have?
And that's not it.
My hand wasn't good enough to. I mean, I had.
See you tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow. No.
No, I had. I agree. I think it's three.
Bullshit.
Take mine for you.
It's not just a whole game. I could, but I'm sitting there going, if it get raised, then I'll just go. But it doesn't get raised.
For your play.
You can have a lot of hands out of 6 and
No, I have a lot of hands that beat jacks. I got to just with that.
But nobody really expects 10-6.
No.
No one expects 10-6.
Queens, kings,
Oh, wait, that's the Spanish Inquisition.
any 6 that you have rapid. Even if I have pocket tens, like
Yep, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Little Monty Python for. They did more than look. They did more than look for the Holy Grail.
Bet is he went all in.
I beat him on the turn.
Although I still say that's their best work.
Most do.
You think I have 9?
Well, what did Bruce say before the hand? He goes, you know, I got it.
But what I hate is like he's so worried though about you having the 6, but not the aces, kings, and queens. Like you did pot it pre-flop.
they always fight ace king ace queen because that's why.
Well, yeah. Oh, you just have all three.
Ooh, queens and eights from Mike, and he calls.
Well, it's the opposite. You're betting.
To be fair, the queens are kind of dead. Gino with pocket queens as well.
You had put on the 6.
Suited six.
Danny flops the best of that with a king, top pair, top kicker. And Alton is, well, he's around for reasons. Not anymore. All right, so Gino in a bit of a tight spot. The queens are dead. You can't catch a queen. Deuce of diamonds, and that's all she wrote. Gino kind of needed a straight card to stay alive in that one.
I mean, not really. Gino's got the ability to bluff here. I kind of thought he was going to take a stab on the turn.
Ooh,
not
well,
the
maybe
best.
now with the
Yeah, it's not the
maybe
best
he could
card.
represent an ace if Danny checks into him, but
I think Gino was going to rep the flush because he's got the queen of club blocker. So I think he was going to try and rep a flush if it came. But I think here, I think he might just shut it down. I'm pretty sure that was his plan anyway. He's still going to rep an
Danny
ace.
does check into him.
This is going to be enough for Danny to call, I think. He's getting 3-1 on a call. 4-1. Yeah, he's never folding here.
Super.
Hey, Joe. Kicker's the issue.
Aces and kings over aces and queens. I was going to say, he says not really. I'm like, dude, you won. So 15, 3-3, 7,500 in orbit.
Yeah, I think Gino blasts away if that last card's a club or if the turn's a club too. Do.
Oh, I just got that tune out of my head. Thanks.
It's
I'm
back.
kidding.
It's back.
Well, I went to Epic Universe this week. So
Oh, how was it? Yeah,
fantastic.
that's so cool. Was it crowded or was it still like
No,
like
it's
the
still
opening?
pass holder previews.
Okay.
So it's
That's awesome.
actually kept capacity at 25%.
Oh, okay. Dope. And I
Lines-
bet the weather was perfect too.
The
Huh?
lines were still killer
Really?
because like a lot of stuff was down because it's they're testing it.
Sure.
So.
What about like no fast pass or anything like that?
No.
Yeah. Okay. That's so cool. Good for you, man. That sounds like a dope time. When's the full launch?
May 22nd.
Okay.
But I would say if you go, I hope you like the soundtrack for all the Mario games because that's all you're going to hear
Love it.
in Super
Love it.
Nintendo world.
I mean, you can tell it's already in
On a
my
loop,
head.
Yeah.
All right, a little 50-50 action here. Kind of like Brady's hand, if we're being honest. But obviously, Benny's got the overs and an actual flush draw. Brady's got no flush draw.
Did pocket eights again? What time do you pocket eights?
Kevin, you are the framing goat, my guy.
There's three, maybe. Two of my outs.
Just the little adjustments to make it just so.
I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a monster flop. He does have a deuce, though. That's true. Wow, there goes that whole.
Oh.
What was all that one on a monster talk?
Oh.
That deuce was huge. Huge.
And Brady.
Benny's trying
He's
to figure
eliminated.
out. Did you just notice Benny just realized that he
He's
had
like,
three deuces?
wait, I won?
He's like, how did I win? He's got 8s and 9s.
Yeah, let's get on here a little bit. He's like, how did I win? And the dealer was like, here, diagonally. Pretty sneaky dealer.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a sneaky guy.
All right, so we're down to 5, and they're checking on the other table to see if there's any kind of balancing that needs to happen or what. Nope, no balancing. We're down to 11, 6 on the other table.
Okay. Are we going?
tournament's over. I wish I could give you a time, but we're at 11 and
You guys aren't on. Something I could do
Kevin,
while you're doing this.
How long is it going to take you?
5 minutes if that.
we 5. You want us to go? I fix the blind.
Well, find out when the next break is.
Yeah.
Because they get a 10-minute
Yeah.
break. I'm not sure when it is. But I think so. Give it a spin. And we'll see. And maybe you can do it while they're on break.
Sweet. One step
They're going on tomorrow for the draft.
All right. You got to do graphics for that. Okay.
So what, you gonna play a tournament now till the end of the week?
I was playing Friday and Saturday anyway. Likely would have fun playing.
You wouldn't have to do a thing.
No, I know.
Just saying, because we started at about, when did we start? 1 o'clock-ish, so they might have a break coming up. We'll see.
Oh.
It shouldn't take that long.
Is that really a game now? 6 cards?
All right, we got some jacks out there for Alton and spades. Benny's gonna decide to let that go. 7K is a bit much. Danny folds his mystery hand.
6 is enough crap.
Gino is double suited.
Because 6 cards, you can only play like 5-handed or 6-handed.
All right, so it's Gino's double suited against Alton's jacks. Gino just thinks he wants spades. And nope, all red cards. Gino hits a 6. So that gives him some more outs with the straight draw, but the 3 of spades is no help. Alton's jacks are going to hold as long as he doesn't fold, but Gino, so aggressive. $21.5 to call for Alton. That's a little more than half his stack, so with just jacks, that's a tough call. If he can find a call here, though, he'll take down a decent pot, but he folds it. Gino shows a 5 and nothing else. Interesting. Gino getting away with a little thievery there. Gino looking for some kudos on that play from the dealer, but as dealers, we got to stay impartial. We can't really take sides. Oaktide checking in. Gambler Wannabe gave Gino the kudos that he was trying to get from the dealer, but we can't really give kudos at the table when we're dealing.
I mean, sure we can. Gambler Wannabe, that's all of us. Wow, Gino actually has aces?
I was going to say, we're all gamblers, even if you don't play. Ever go on the freeway around here? You gamble.
It's funny, Gino's so active pre-flop that he's getting calls by Benny's King Queen 8-8. Benny folded that to like anybody else's pre-flop bet. Oh wow, he did fold. Okay, I thought he called.
He's really not. Aces and a nut diamond draw.
I can't see Danny folding this. Yeah, that hand's too strong against Gino's raise.
You tell me nice catch, so I caught a fish.
That's great.
If Shao Kahn were here, he'd say,
Finish him.
excellent.
Wow, Danny's really lucky he didn't flop top pair here. Top pair, top kicker. Very lucky.
That'd be bad. Okay. Gino's like, I got a monster. I'm gonna. Oh, okay. I thought he checked for a second. I'm like,
No.
I was gonna say. So like, let me wait.
Not
till
on
you
that
catch,
flop.
Let me wait till you catch something, and
Nah.
then I'll
Listen.
club you over the head.
Gino's too savvy for that. He's never checking this flop. I tell you what, if Danny puts in the repop here, Gino might actually fold. But it's just never happening.
10, 6, 7, 9.
He's talking about the hand with where Mike had kings, where he had
Okay,
6, 8.
I was gonna say, like, I don't
where he
think
had 6,
Danny's
8,
gonna
9, 10.
believe that. But
No. But
Right.
that was the hand where he flopped
Right.
6, 6, 10 against Bruce. I don't hate anything about PLO.
I was gonna say, Gino, you don't hate anything about PLO.
No.
The way you're running right now and the way you're playing, it's
I played a lot of private games with Gino where we do a lot of PLO and PLO bomb pots, and we've gotten it in pretty nasty.
I hate bomb pots just on principle.
I get it.
It's pure gamble. There's like zero skill involved. I mean, post flop, there's a lot of skill involved, but
No, not even that, but that's just it. I mean, you're just letting 8 people in there see two flops for
Right.
free. There's no skill there. There's literally no skill when 8 people get to see a flop for free. You can't protect your hands. You can't repop pre-flop. I mean, there's no. I mean, it's still fun. Don't get me wrong, but if you don't know how to play double or bomb pot, you're gonna lose a lot of money.
you ever see Casino?
Of course.
I'm ace.
You're ace.
Yeah.
How's that?
Well, no, when Joe Pesci is all like, see, he doesn't gamble like you or I. He never has any fun. But the bosses didn't care if he had fun because he made money.
Because he made money.
That's me. I'm like, I'm not here for fun or the social experience. I'm here to win your money.
Yep. Like Mike's hand a lot here. For that reason right there. Nobody really has anything except for Mike. Mike's got a flush draw, all the backdoor straight draws, and a backdoor flush draw as well. Gino's going to go ahead and rep here with the worst hand. Danny's got a gutter ball. Well, Mike's just going to go ahead and end this on the turn.
He's like, no, he's going to play it. Like, let somebody catch something.
Oh, Danny has 3 jacks here. I wonder if Mike's going to put in a little value bet. I'd like to see a little 8, 9, 10K out of Mike here.
Gino contemplating some attempted thievery.
I think he knows what. Nah, Mike's not even going to try. Yeah, I would like to see Mike put in a little value bet there. But Mike's so close to final table here, and I don't know where he's at, but I'm assuming he's somewhere on the points list.
Gino's doing that. If I look at him hard enough, they'll change.
Listen,
Move.
Gino's got the voodoo, so it's possible.
They're not going to change, buddy. Sorry.
Now that I see it, no, not even close.
He's like, wait, are we playing Deuces Wild again? Hang on, let me check.
That's what I'm telling myself.
I need a blank turn so I can finally get this guy off the stand.
Now ask me if I can pick winners at sports betting like Ace and Casino. No, I wish.
No, not your thing.
I mean, I do pretty good. I'm not like that guy. You know it's a movie. Guy hit like 80% of his picks. I'm like, nobody hits 80% of their picks.
No, they say that if you pick like 55, 60% winners, you're a genius.
12,000 on the pot.
Yeah, to beat the juice, you at least had to hit 52 and a half.
Yeah.
But that's basically to break even. So.
Right.
After the turn bet.
12 and then 9.
I had one college football season where I hit 74%. It was a total fluke. Now ask me if I ever did it again.
Take a water.
No.
You want a drink?
I'm good.
I'll take a Sprite too, if you don't mind.
Paid for my senior year of college with that run.
It helps. Gino says, I'm
Right.
folding kings right now. And Benny's sitting there with kings. Alton's got a very playable double suited and a pair of 9s. This hand's going to be over quickly if we see 3 hearts on the flop. Wow, Benny just flops the world.
I mean, he kind of felt like Gino was lying or bluffing about folding kings, but checks?
No, he said I never checked.
Oh, okay.
And then
That's fine. We believe you, sir, because I didn't see you do anything.
No, before he checked it like that.
Okay, Benny, your money's in there. Relax. Calm down.
Benny's a little crazy with this top set. I don't know if I'm going all in here. I think I'm trying to like string my opponent along, to be honest with you.
Well, they're the 2 shortest stacks at the table, so I mean, I wouldn't expect there's a lot of bets you can make where you would get action if you're Benny. Two, 4, 4 now. 10K in orbit. And 5-handed, those orbits come quick.
From Vietnam, that's it.
You're from the future, man.
He's from the future. He's a Terminator. Nah.
I'm a spaceman. Yeah. They feel me illegal. Yes, I can. I've done it before.
You should tell him he can't eat.
I can't eat at all.
You're a gentleman, sir. Thank you.
Where's mine? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
That's what they all say.
I know only card, but he looks like he's born.
You are my favorite framing dealer in the entire world. Nobody frames like you. Nobody. You have done such a great job, and I've commented on it multiple times. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. It gives the table dimension.
Eating twice a day?
No, your frames have been absolutely like on point every single time, and like even like I don't know if you watch poker streams. I'm assuming you do, just because like you actually put the best hand out front, like you rearrange the cards and you like put them out front.
I did once or twice. There's a couple I missed, but
A lot of PLO streams, like the higher ones, like the Triton series and stuff, they always rearrange the dealers, always rearrange the cards in the right way, so at least.
All right, so it's Benny's 10s against
A 10.
a lot of straight cards.
10, an F and 10.
Deuce on the turn. Gives Danny 2 more outs.
Benny's not only betting the 10 series, he's betting the flush draw too. He's gonna go ahead and put in the bet and take it down. Looks like we're down to 10 players now, so as soon as we lose one more, we will bring everybody down here, redraw for seats, and finish up this final table.
too much meat, not enough water. You have too much uric acid.
Alcohol. It's just uric acid that builds up in you.
Conversation has turned to uric acid, and
It's a serious medical problem for some people, you know.
I get some. Probably about once a month. I mean, I don't know what else to call it other than gout, but like my joints get all crazy, and like it's probably like overload of salt, not enough water, but I feel it. Like I feel the pain. Yeah.
All right. 4.
You went for the long haul? Yeah.
Alton with aces raising
Final
up to
table long haul.
14K.
I've never seen you here on Thursday.
And Gino says, no thanks.
What happened on Sunday? I'm gonna request you on Thursdays from now on.
I know there's.
Sunday's not a bad day to deal in the cash.
His dad gets it back.
Actually, Sundays is a better day.
Yep. Holding on somewhat of a short stack here. Well, no, I guess 2-4. He's got 30K, so he's sitting at like 7 big blind, 7, 8 big blinds. Yeah, we're definitely potting it here with kings and fours with a suited king. Danny's got a relatively callable hand. I think Gino's definitely calling with a big stack with a hand like that, double suited. I think Gino's definitely coming along.
Stop after this hand.
Wow. Big fold
Wow,
from Gino.
big surprise. Hey, can you get a hold of Jake? If he says he only needs 5 minutes to do the thing, he might do it while they're setting up final table.
I mean, if he wants to, but I told him to come back during the actual break. So, I mean, if you, I don't have Jake's number. Oh no, I have Jake's number, but. Kevin, do me a high card, please.
We're going final table up there.
Down here.
Ace jack of hearts with an 8 and a something.
Thank you, fellas. Keeping me alive. Keeping me on. You gotta get the same seat.
Oh, so so we're 9-handed, but I get 9 and 10. I'm in the same seat.
Same seat?
So,
He said 3, 4, 5, 6.
we're 9-handed. No. Kevin, did you give anybody a 10 seat or 9?
Yeah,
9 is the highest card.
I have a 10.
You have a 10? Or you have there's not going to be a C6.
We got a minute?
Buddy, just.
Hey, do we have a minute?
Oh, okay, but why though?
That guy's crazy.
Yeah, see, I'd have made you fix it. I'd have been like, okay, now put the stacks back nice, just like I had them.
Nah, I just want Mike to feel like he won a hand, you know?
Well, he said that to me, and I said,
Yeah, he's supposed to pop, but he can't pop me.
That's literally what we were saying, because there's a chance you call there, obviously. And he's got neither one of his kings were suited.
Yeah, I was probably pissed.
thank you.
I probably put him on. I probably put him on aces and just call out a spike. Oh, you left me my big blind and your juice whip at me, bro. All right, see you downstairs.
I lost the red chip.
I always get people to feel better, and that's the only way I win.
Hold your cards for a second. So we'll go
I
somewhere
lost the red chip. No, it isn't. It's Terry's. You see what he did to my stack? What, you have to go on a smoke break before?
No, I don't smell it. Oh, you thought I was knocked out?
Yeah, you were leaving. I thought you were coming down, and then you went that way. I was like, oh, he's out.
Mike, you always know when he's on a smoke break. Good shit.
Is that the button right here? Or is that a deal with a button?
That's true.
I'm probably getting back on in a little bit. Get back
How the fuck are you sitting there?
After dinner? I've been off for 3 months. I haven't taken it. I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel perfect.
Popping edible.
They don't really do it for me.
You haven't done smoked in 3 months.
I love it. I know everybody's been here before, especially for the cars in the car.
Yeah, no push.
No headphones. Quit for 2 months.
Been here for an hour. Got here too, yeah. I didn't get pushed.
They forgot about this table.
How's it going?
I know, right? I was down to like 3 or 4 big blinds before. Got lucky. And then with the 7 that I needed. Button correct?
The button is correct. Unless we get a do we redrop our button? And it's not correct. Exactly. It's only on a free roll.
Oh, there it is.
It is Rob's double win.
Worst to first. It was meant to be. It was meant to be right there. He asked for, he's like, is the button correct? All right.
No, I mean,
That top card goes over here.
All right. Dealer helping them get in the box. All 4 cards in the box. So we can bring you the bestest graphics there are.
There.
They took our gerbs.
They took your gerbs.
Yeah, it does beg the question why you're showing the other players, though.
Hey, my guy Steve making final table.
Nice.
So Brian G and myself, we've been commentating on Steve for a couple months now, and a few months ago he started out like any other PLO player, not really understanding too much about the game.
Not really getting it, thinking it's hold'em with 4 cards.
No, he got that part, but it was just the rest of it. He wasn't really raising a lot pre-flop, and he took a lot of our words to heart, and I think he did a little research at home, and ever since then he's been making final tables left and right. So it's been nice to see the progression. And just, I mean, his continuation bets, like everything that he's been doing, like a month or 2 ago, he's definitely checking with only aces on this flop, But he's continuing the aggression. Wow, love to see it. Don't show him, Steve. And he's not showing him. God, this is a new Steve. He's turning a new leaf.
Oh, but the framing was so great.
Looks like
can we lock him in?
That's what I'm saying. Looks like C1's walking into the table with like 300K. Gino giving out lessons. I don't know if they're
Which
like
is like
reverse
risky
lessons.
at the final table, right? It's like he's either trolling. I'm like, I'm not going to teach my opponents how to win against me.
Yeah.
So
Gino with the monster again. Aces, one of them suited, and he's got a 5 and an 8. That's
if I were his
kind of a
opponent,
monster.
I'd be wary of any kind of advice he gives at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. It's the problem with having a big stack in Omaha. You want to call every hand. Tom's hand is not terrible. I don't really mind that call. King, queen, jack with a suited king. Little does he know the clubs are no good. Wow, what a flop for Tom. Tom's got a full wrap and the overs.
Going for the potness.
Interesting flop for Gino, too. He does flop the 5. He's just going to chuck the aces. Oh, he's going to show it, too. King high is all I had, guys.
Dang
all I had was
nabbit.
king high. No big deal.
Stop showing it. Nah, you can show it. I don't care.
I actually don't mind showing that. I don't mind showing, you know, and that's not even really a bluff, especially in
Not
Omaha.
really. I mean, it was a heck of a draw.
Yeah. I'm with you though on showing like the good folds. You know, like I had the nuts, good fold. Yeah, don't show that.
Hold'em fan says Gino, Benny, go go. Well, they're going. Gino was the chip leader before we went to final table, but Eric coming in with a just dominant stack. We didn't have a chip stack half as much at the feature table before we went final.
The hurting's on me, yeah.
14,000.
Never be free, yeah. Danny likes his hand. Couple of queens and a suited ace. Doable.
Trying to get the best 2 hold'em hands.
2 hold'em hands.
I like it. Keep up. Like that.
I don't see Mikey calling this hand. I'm just gonna be wrong on every single thing that I think Mike's gonna do. He's just gonna do the exact opposite. But I guess to close out the action is the only difference there. Oh, and he just flops the world. Wow, Danny has the ace as well. Mike, don't slow play this, buddy. Ugh, God, just do the opposite every time. Just. Mike, just make him put it in now. Make him stuff it in. If he wins, he wins.
You're good. I got a flush draw and a queen.
So many of his outs are dead.
I don't get what heart or what queen.
You care if it's the
You
queen of hearts.
definitely
'cause
care
then-
which queen, dude.
Because then you don't win, buddy.
I don't even bet again if the heart doesn't come.
All right, Danny needs a heart, and that's not a heart. And Danny will be out in 9th place, and as said before, we are paying 5 spots. Fantastic.
God bless working table mics, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He said he was a gigolo? Is that what he said?
Thought that was Deuce Bigelow.
You know, Mike's been picking his spots really good at these Omaha final tables and feature tables. You know, I give him a lot of shit sometimes, but Mike's a very good player, and he just puts himself in really good spots. And I guess sometimes you got to fold pocket kings to get there, huh? Pre-flop. Gotta be honest, I do like that jacket Gino's wearing. I don't know why I like it. I shouldn't like it, but I do. Steve's got a pretty good hand here. Ace, king, queen, suited king. Eric double suited with a couple of tens. Definitely playable when you have 300K behind you. Ooh, look at Mike's hand. He's winning a prop bet if we're playing cash. Let's see. Alton's got a straight draw. No flush draws out there. Mike's got, looks like a double gutter and a pair. I guess Eric's 10s are just good, huh? That's interesting.
Good.
Gino's hand is technically rated better. But, oh, no, Gino's got top 2. I didn't even see that. Okay. That's different. Alton's open-ended.
Leave it outside. Maybe he got thrown away.
Not really sure I like calling a third-year stack with open-ended with a flush draw out there.
You're not wrong, dude.
Gino just turns the nuts.
Multiple people say it.
Bet small, Gino. Bet like 9K.
9.
That's too obvious, right?
Yep.
Gino, bet 8,500.
I was gonna say, yeah, 9K. 9K bet might give up the game.
Oh, Eric bet that turn. Okay.
Yeah, he bet 10K.
Oh, wow. Oh, Gino with just the min click, huh? Gotta love it. Wow, he's gonna get the call, huh?
Yeah.
Eric's got so many chips. He's like, I'll spike a 10.
I mean, min raises. I just find them so annoying.
They are.
You
but
just gotta, because you gotta call pretty much.
Well, I don't think you got a call. This makes it much less likely that Gino has a 6 and a 9. But I mean, Gino has the absolute stone cold nuts here.
Gino's like, hey, let me just take a bite of my food. What's going on? Check? Oh, okay. I guess I bet. Hold'em fan, no. This is not the moneymaker. The moneymaker returns April 30th through May. Going off the top of my head, I want to say 13th, but let me make sure I'm right first.
You are correct. It's the 30th through the 13th.
The 13th, yes. So, little less than a week. First event is Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday.
Gino just shows the 6 that he got there. Doesn't show the 9. I love this guy.
The winner. Which is why I don't really get into the banter when I'm playing. When they try to say, "Oh, what'd you think I had?" I'm like, and as he's stacking chips, the winner. Steffi Mo jumping in the chats. He's like, I almost. Well, he didn't have that. He had much better than that. Steve making it 14 to go.
Yeah, but not instant.
What I'm saying is the way you play that king 10 hand, the left control three was a response. What is the king 10 6
1 6 You get that in my part. I don't know how many guys are playing for points, but let me see that.
Yeah. Let me get it on the right page, though. Dang nabbit. Here we go.
Just to reiterate what some of these guys are playing for, as far as our monthly points leaderboard goes, top 60 all get something. If you get 31st through 68th, you're going to get one $140 Moneymaker satellite seat, which is pretty awesome. If you finish in 11th through 30th place, you're going to get one $300 Moneymaker multi-flight seat. If you finish 4th through 10th in points, you're going to get one $1,100 Moneymaker main event seat and one $300 Moneymaker multi-flight seat, which is awesome.
Fantastic.
And then if you finish top 3 in points, you get two $1,100 Moneymaker main event seats and you get one $300 moneymaker multi-flight seat. So even though, I mean, we got 5,600 in the prize pool today, a lot of these players are playing for so much more. And, I mean, even just one $1,100 moneymaker main event seat, I'm pretty sure our last main event for that was a $250K guarantee, and I'm pretty sure first place was, I could be wrong, but I want to say it was upwards of 50 to 60K. So, I mean, these guys are playing for a lot more than just, you know, $2,100 up front today. So good luck to everybody playing for points. And like I said, we are here until we have a winner. We are down to 8 players. Started with 49 with a total prize pool of 5,600. And top 5 get paid. And if top 5 get paid, then top 5 get points.
Indeed.
Steffi Mo in the chat. What's up, girl?
Raise. 18,000.
Me and the best player in the county, huh?
Me and the best player in the county, huh? Steve got a gutter ball. Gino also with a gutter ball. No one with a flush draw. No one with a king. Looks like Gino's 4s are just good.
15,000.
Oh, you mean belts? How many hands of belts? Yeah. Yeah, the hands are
Steve putting in the, what was that, third pot size bet?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love it. Again, Steve from a month and a half ago, he's not making that bet, so I'd love to see the aggression trying to take down pots, especially from an aggressive player like Gino. And Steve didn't even have a blocker diamond. He had literally nothing. Well, no, it's not sure. I guess he hit a wrap on the turn, but I mean, it still takes guts to bet when there's 3 diamonds on the board. So it was a good bet. I like it.
Dun, dun, dun. Exposed burn card.
Oh, that was the exposed burn card music?
Yeah.
I like it. Every poker stream needs a good exposed burn card jingle.
Well, I'm looking at that stream deck, and I'm like, pretty much everything's taken. So it's not like I can hit a button for that.
How does Ernie get his own button? Should I just hit that and see what it does?
I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because I wouldn't.
But why not?
Because have you ever seen movies? Let's hit the button, and we don't know what it does.
I hit it. It's not doing anything.
Usually something explodes.
Nothing is happening. Nothing happened. Literally nothing.
I might need to have it on a certain input for it to do something. Wow. Ace is holding so far, but that's a lot of outs for Steve. Most of them dead, and only 7 are alive. Language. Oh, wait, that's just for us. It's not for the players.
Earmuffs. Wow, Gino folding a pretty playable hand. Holy smokes, Alton with a monster.
All right, 23-5, all in.
You just bought in?
Wow, Mike might actually have enough equity to call here. He's already got 6K in there. It's another 18,000 a call. Still leaves him with 70K behind. Double suited. Wow, Steve calls with a very mediocre hand. But he's got a lot of chips. Try to take a player out. I get it, kind of. I think that if Steve folds, I think Mike calls. I could be wrong, though. Steve got a lot of chips, though. He said I got
Alton
ace jack. Did you hear what he
Ace and
said?
J's, yep.
He said I got ace jack.
Yeah. 2 ace jacks. If you want to get technical.
Get out of the way.
Favorite pre-flop.
Out of the way. Wow. Easy game.
Wow.
Easy game.
Big problem. Yep, it's all over with the shouting now.
Wow, if Mike calls, he hits the second nuts. Oh, actually, yeah, Alton has the nuts, so just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Well, he still would have had the second.
No, you're
nut.
right.
It just wouldn't have won.
You're right.
Look at the leaderboard. 5 players in the danger zone. We're only paying 5 spots.
20 bigs. I don't know if I'd call 20 bigs the danger zone.
3, 6, 6. The action don't get you. The blinds will.
Yeah, that's wild. Blinds are 3-6 with a 6K big blind ante, so we're looking at 15K every round in blinds alone. Whenever you're ready, Gino. Take your time, man. Just take your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, just joining us, it's the Gino Show.
Can somebody call the clock on this guy? Hello? Is he talking to me 15 minutes from the past?
That was
the timing was perfect.
You know, I should clip that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to clip
That's
that.
funny.
We're going to clip that, and we're just going to call it Gino talking to us through time. That is...
Somebody else had to have said the same thing at the same time.
Exactly.
Benny with a pretty playable hand here.
I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to clip stuff that isn't like, monstrous.
Oh, we're doing it.
Runouts,
Oh, no, you're doing it. We're allowed. Worst comes to worst, we don't use it.
But this time I did it, so I'll just watch for the text from the boss saying, "Hey, by the way, don't do that."
Wow, I'm shocked. Benny's actually putting in the raise here. I love it. Normally, Benny's just going to call this, but I'm surprised he's putting it in. I love it. Benny's effectively putting himself all in here. He's only left himself about 7K behind. So, I mean, listen, Tom.
That's been his move all game. He leaves like just a little bit to do that old chip in the chair. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't work like that because he just gets put all in.
Actually,
when he does that.
Tom's hand isn't like terrible here. I mean, if we're being honest, I mean, it's a terrible hand, but against a queen high hand, it's not that bad. Obviously, his clubs are covered and his nines covered, but I mean. Don't get me wrong. I still like Benny's hand better.
I was going to say,
no,
like
still
the math
obviously
is,
like
it's not
hand.
that bad a hand. I'm like, well, the math says different. Yeah, Benny's ahead roughly 6-1, math-wise.
Well, that's a pretty good flop.
Yeah, he's super.
All right.
Nigh unbeatable.
Benny's pointing out the 3 jacks, not the flush.
Hey, whatever works, you know.
Flops a straight, flops a straight, turns the hearts, and he points out the 3 jacks.
Hey, if it wins, it wins.
If it
when you're the
wins,
short
it
stack,
wins.
that's all that really matters.
I calling a lot. You guys, before I remember, yeah, they wait it. I look at that. I got to hit. Got to win one hand, right?
Flop the nuts, turn the nuts, river the nuts.
Oh, look at that.
Way to go, double up there.
Not really sure where Eric lost a big old portion of his stack, but he came to the table with like 300K, and he's down to 220. I don't even really remember him playing more than 1 or 2 hands. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a nice little cushion, but
We definitely didn't want him to win.
We do?
The last time we won, he gave Benny more chips.
It's like, there's that word again, we.
it's a joint effort. None of them want Benny with more chips.
No, it's not what it is. It is what it is.
What it is.
It's definitely not what it is. It is what it is.
Not what it was.
You're not going to clip that?
Oh,
You're going to clip that nonsense?
No, I'm not going to clip
All
that.
right, just checking.
Well, he wasn't talking to you from the future. That's what made it awesome. That's why I clipped the
From the
last
past.
one.
No, he's talking
And
to me from the past,
Well, his
yeah.
past, our future. So, you know,
Our present.
it's all relative.
Have you ever seen any time travel movie ever? That's rhetorical. I know you have.
I know.
Which is.
I guess I'm just not thinking fourth dimensionally.
There you go.
Besides, then I saw Endgame, and apparently they're all BS. So.
You're looking at me, but you're definitely not talking to me. I'm talking to you. Oh, you talking?
Talking to everybody with headphones on, dude.
I mean, that's Gino, and it's the guy
Yeah,
in the 10th seat.
that's what he was telling the whole table.
Well, this guy right here's got his headphones in too.
Yeah, Gino taking it personal.
You're talking to me, but I know you're not talking to me. No,
It's
yes,
not-
I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to everybody in violation of the policy.
So Steve has a top pair and a gutter ball. He also has the blockers, but Rob
He's already there.
is there somehow. Eric's got gutter ball and a couple of overs. All the back doors. Tom's got all the backdoor flush draws.
I think if we check, he's gonna bet, right? Can
I don't engage in speculation.
Let me look at my cards again.
Can I call clock on Gino from the future again?
I like to check, please.
Thank you.
I'd like to check, please. Very polite. Manners maketh man.
Rob with the nuts is going all in. Shocker. Eric has the over pair, the gutter ball, and both backdoor flush draws.
I mean, I'm just asking for
I'm kind of surprised that he's not that far behind. I mean, he's only 64-35, so I mean, it's like.
Yeah, I have 300K, and I'm just gonna let everything.
And nobody had a king. All those guys that were all in pre-flop, none of them had a king. Or one of them did, I guess it says. Yeah, one of them had a king.
Just flip your hand. Hope you have aces. I'm gonna pop for you so you can outflop me.
It's the Degree all-in moment. Degree, sponsor our stream.
The dealer's like 40,000. Still 40,000. 40 to call.
Also, 40,000. Well, not exactly.
No, exactly.
Just better
No,
than what you have.
Exactly.
That's what he knows.
He knows exactly.
Depends on how much more
No, you just have aces. You just take like.
He
Rob
definitely
vaults
didn't
his
have
way
aces.
up into third in chips. He's got 148K.
Exactly.
You keep thinking I have aces, and then you watch it on TV, then you can say you were right. You didn't
Gino was kind of way he took his time on that one, so I thought the break was going to be meow. But I was wrong.
We play one or bits. You already know exactly how I play, buddy.
I understand. That's why.
Can't wait to knock you out.
6,000.
Let me guess. You know that?
Wow, he's limping with monsters. Gino says, "Let me guess, you're gonna limp." It's a good guess, Gino. Benny with a monster. King's
Yeah.
double suited. Do it, Benny. Smash it, Benny.
Because if I'm Benny, I'm like, I don't want to play this hand with like 6 other people in the in the hand. Maybe 1 or 2 others. Not really more than that.
So I guess they don't take the big blind ante into account when they pot it until after the flop.
Hang on, you're breaking my math.
I mean, I'm telling you that according to the
Okay.
bet.
He was shooting though.
Which were very, very dead.
Everybody there.
Benny, you don't have to explain yourself, buddy. Even if it wasn't kings.
And he got the shuffle off as the clock expires, so we're going to have one more hand before the break. So I hope you took the over. Solid bet.
I do it, but it doesn't matter. I got 2 suited. Double suited. Double suited.
Diamonds and hearts.
Yeah, and then pocket.
Benny's still explaining himself.
Right. It's dude, you won. Okay, you can stop now.
We should have Benny come in here and do a little commentary. Tom with a monster on the short stack.
10-minute break.
1 fold, 2 folds.
He doesn't have his bet out.
No,
the whole table's out of here.
So like, yeah, fold a rum. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get any action on that one, buddy.
It doesn't look that way.
All right.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick 10 to 15 minute break. Let these guys go on break as well, and we will be back in.
We'll be back.
That too.
About 8 minutes, I'd say. 8.
You get a low flop. I guess that's probably the best hand to have. Aces, the high and the low. Right?
Yeah, probably. No, I think still the best hand is going to be the top.
Ace, king, ace, three, or ace two, or ace five.
No,
You have the ace.
I would rather start ace, king. If you have aces, 10.
Yeah.
Then I would rather have rest of the Broadway cards.
So why wouldn't you want ace four, ace three for the low end? You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, we're done with the 5,000.
14, 6 is 20.
That's theirs?
Yep.
So that's for the race off.
This is 5K right here.
Oh, sorry.
And is there like no odds?
Just these 2.
I mean, there's not really a lot of yellow spots.
I'm going to take like some from there. And that's it. Take 20 each.
You can say extra.
Pbkc is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTB, paddock live events, and exceptional eats. Get your tickets now for our upcoming 2025 show season. The Pbkc Sports Card and Memorabilia Show returns on April 27th. The premier one-day sports card and memorabilia show in all of South Florida with free admission, full bar, free parking, and
$90,000. $110. $122. $74. $56. Steve, you ever miss your condo? Where'd you guys go to?
It's cheap as hell. We're in a 55 plus place right over by the VA things. Well,
Okay.
it's a little. It's definitely small. It's before right at military and retirement.
Okay.
Right across from there. So it's mobile homes, right?
Yeah.
Brand new. The place we're in. City said that we'll move there temporarily until we figure out where we want to go. Right?
Yeah.
And we were looking at other places. This place, it's $2,200 a lot. And they need a lawn work or something broken. They come and fix it. It's brand new. Nobody's ever lived in it. It's like no money.
All nice accessories, appliances.
It's all new. Everything. And I'm like,
For your back.
we're right at 95.
It's quick.
I mean, from there, we just go around to get on the turnpike. We pick up, yeah. It's like,
Oh my god, dude, it's the worst. Cash, it's just so brutal.
I can't stand him.
I can't deal with him against Swirl.
The whole time, it's almost like he's trying to lessons to everybody all the time. Like, what are you doing?
It's not even lessons though. The way the stuff he says, and he's like, and he asks you for every single hand that after the hand's over. What did you have?
Oh, really?
And it's just like,
Yeah, that can get annoying.
but then he's like, well, I would have done this, and like, well, why didn't you?
Right.
Like, he's like, I would have. He's like that. Would have, could have, kind of, you know. And I'm
Right.
like, it just drives me insane.
Earlier on, when we were up there, I was sitting next to him. He doesn't play PLO, I don't think, very much.
No, he doesn't.
So it was just every hand, he was just showing his hand if he won a hand. And he just thought he was running so hot and it was very good. And then your hands are raised, sure. Like, okay, you show your hand. Like, why are you showing everybody your hand? You don't do this in Hold'em. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. He's a funny
He
guy.
does a little bit, yeah. He's like, he shows people to show that he's trying not bluffing, so they'll fold to him more often.
Right.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Well, that's a good, okay thing to do because you're trying to get people to read differently.
What happened?
I was just talking about the kid, the guy who was sitting there, Danny. You probably played against him at some point.
Who's that?
The guy that was sitting right here when I beat with his set of jacks.
Oh, he's an idiot. Why?
We were just talking about him.
You were saying he's a good player?
No. No, he's not a good player.
Just call him second pair and then.
What's crazy is he puts enough in there when I pot. He's like, "Oh, you're good." No, I'm good. You're going crazy betting. Yeah.
And then he says you're good when he's got the nut flush draw.
Well, he knew he was behind. He didn't get that shot.
Still, you know.
Yeah, you got
the
queens
nut
on the
flush
ace
draw,
side
you
board,
say
of
you're
course,
good,
behind.
and you suck out.
Right.
8-8.
Yeah, that would have been bad if that 9 of diamonds, 9 of hearts.
Oh, you'd be pretty pissed.
So, I'm gonna do it. I've got 10K left.
You'd be pretty pissed.
It was a good part of me that thought he got aces, though. I thought it just really felt like he had it. And then he made that bet on the turn. He's like, oh, he doesn't have aces.
You flopped a set of jacks, right?
I did.
It's on me right away.
Well, it's
your big
yeah,
one.
he is. I didn't have an ace.
I'll take those odds.
Yeah. On the flop, it was great. The turn was great.
Raise to 20.
Come on, 7. Come on. I love it. I fucking love it.
Let's go 7 horse.
Is that what you just bet? I just said 7. Maybe it'll work. You're welcome if he wins. It's my doing.
Oh, yeah.
I said 7. What number? Why would I just pick 7 out of nowhere?
It's your favorite number. It's a lot of people's favorite number.
It's not my favorite number.
You have no choice.
So thanks. Good luck with it. I think I got pocket 7s. It's like,
Ooh, King 10, Jack 5, double suited.
10, 9, 8, 6.
Seems like so much more than 3 sets. No, 14. 10 minutes, and then Bingo City.
Dingo ain't my baby.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Chips over here. I like that.
8 to par.
And welcome back once again. Bit of technical difficulty, and by technical, I didn't hit the button I was supposed to hit.
That's technical.
Did you put it on the wrong headset?
No. By technical difficulties, I mean yes.
All right, so it's Tom raising with aces, Mike C with kings. So there might be some trouble here. Alton sitting there with his cards in his hands, literally can't wait to fold. Almost folded out of turn, but not quite. Eric folds a king. That's going to be bad news for Mike. Now, when I said there was trouble, check this out. 3 aces for Tom, the nut flush for Mike.
Oh my
Definitely
goodness.
trouble.
Holy.
Yeah, this is... Strategy, he said. Daffy Duck style. All right. Picks up some more outs. He needs a paired board, and that's not a paired board.
This guy runs like Forrest Gump.
So Mike doubles up, or Mike C doubles up, because we got Mike and then Mike C. Do we? Or do we lose the other Mike? We did.
Uncle Mike gone.
Mike.
He gone.
Mike doubles up at Tom's expense. He gets knocked down to 7 big blinds, kind of. Chop those numbers in half. You get the real number because of the big blind ante. This is why when the all-ins win, chips get passed around. With the rising blinds, that is not sustainable.
No. Sure enough, ain't.
Yep, the math is going to catch you eventually.
I wish it was an ace on the board because then we had fucking aces. But then you would have to probably think about
There's no AC as the nut.
I know. It's very likely. Sorry, guys.
He said, it is still early, buddy. Your destination still might be home.
9 times unlimited. 98. Calls 8.
Blinds are 4,000, 8,000. Benny's just calling with kings?
Kings and 5s.
Oh, wow. Gino with a monster here. Pot City.
Pot City. Does he mean Amsterdam? Oh. Don't ask me how I know that.
I know how you know that. That's what all the brochures say.
16, 24, and 4. Oh, wait. 32 and 4. 36.
They really should have studied how they do it up there. Because I don't know if our viewing audience has been to Vegas lately, but ever since Nevada made it legal,
so right
everywhere.
Right after they made it legal, I was there, and this was years ago, obviously. But as I was heading home on one of the walkways over the strip, there was a guy who said it was a homeless guy, and he had a tip box. And he says, "Don't need money, just the weed you can't take home with you." And he had a whole box full of offerings, because you know how many tourists show up, buy an ounce or whatever, and then
yeah, you can't do anything with it.
Oh wow, Gino with just the world.
Yep, he has the kings.
Well,
Gino needs to catch a card here.
He needs an ace or. Wow.
Ooh.
There's a
now
set.
Benny needs to catch a card.
Wow. What? Wild.
Incredible.
That's
Flip
crazy.
that. Back and forth.
That's nuts.
With Gino Benny catches, then Gino catches, then Benny catches again. Just that exchange, though.
Yeah. Gino's like, any other of the straight cards besides the king, please.
Right.
pocket king, pocket five.
Yeah.
Great, great hand. Button was good. Thank you.
Got lucky, but
Lucky at a poker table? No. Never.
You know, I don't really like mean mugging Gino. Happy Gino, one of my favorite guys. Mean mugging Gino, get out of his way. Well, Benny hitting the case king and then going runner boat to take out Gino, who turned the nut straight. Steve's got a pretty playable hand here on the button, and you know what? God bless him, man. Steve's playing so good right now. There's so many chances, and even if he calls here, I don't really hate the call, but the fact that he's putting pressure on with, I mean, it's a good hand. It's not a great hand, but it's a good enough hand to raise with, and I love it.
With your chip stack, you want
to
apply that pressure,
and
make
position.
them pay to see those flops.
100%. Wow.
Make them risk.
Tom's doing it with king queen. Steve, put in the repot here. Get Benny out of there with the best hand.
56,000 all in.
Well, you can't fold, Steve. That's for sure. Well, no, you know what? That's not for sure. I've seen people fold for less, but still.
20, 22.
Yeah, you definitely can.
He can definitely raise.
Steve, you're a legend.
Wow,
you are a
just
legend.
taking it to
I
him,
love
man.
it.
All in.
You know what though? I think he made a really
Benny's
good
like,
read.
what do I do here?
No, Benny knows
besides
he's
fold?
folding. No, Benny knows he's folding. But you know what's crazy is that he made a really good read because Benny was sitting there saying, "No, he can't fold. He can't fold." Well, Benny doesn't know that. He's just saying it,
Right.
you know. And I think Steve picked up on that, and he wants to isolate the all-in. I love it, Steve. What a play! I don't even care if you don't win this, man. That's a great play to isolate the all-in.
I have pocket jack and the ace up.
Steve hates to see those jacks in the muck, but. Wow.
Wow.
That's a pretty bad flop for everyone involved.
Hideous flop. 2 cards for Steve.
Ew,
That ain't it.
Don't tell me King High is going to take this.
He's King High.
Gross. King Queen.
King Queen,
Yeah.
right. Make it. And Benny's like, man, that should have been mine, man. I'd have had it with jacks.
Hit me way. How can
fucking boards when nobody gets a goddamn thing.
I don't need. I got ace and I pocket jack and ace and queen. And raise and queen.
Nobody likes to explain their hand more than Benny.
No.
Thanks for the protection.
Steve, I think you made the right play there, buddy, if we're being completely honest. If you know your opponent's not going to call, you get him out of the way. Even if you're trying to take out a player, there's no assurance that Benny's going to check it down the whole way with just jacks or just whatever. So you isolate the all-in player.
Yeah, pretty much everybody's in the danger zone. Tom only is the chip leader. He only has 8K more than Benny, who is in the danger zone.
Wow, everybody's been downgraded
Yep,
in chips, huh?
It's
and Tom with that lucky
passing-
double up just takes the chip lead.
Yeah, passing the chips around, but the variance will get you.
This
You
is not a
cannot
good hand
dodge
for
it
Gino.
forever.
Gino's going in with a lot of hands here. I don't think this is the one.
No, I thought you said you.
We waited.
Raise to 20.
All right, Tom versus Mike. To the flop we go. What? Another 5. No help to either player. Tom's still leading with 9s.
So I'm pretty sure Gino's effectively all in here. He's got 8K in the big blind, 8K in the big blind ante, and that should leave him with about 8 or 9K behind that. So I don't think there's any hand he's folding here with 2/3 of his stack in there. Not the best hand, not the worst hand. Yeah, Gino's got a little more than 8K actually. He's got almost 15K behind him, looks like.
No, I just know it's not bad.
Kind of surprised neither one of these guys raised pre-flop to get Gino to put all his chips in there pre-flop. That's a pretty good flop for Steve.
He can afford to lose, man.
That is 15. He can afford to lose back then.
Forever,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He's doing so much off his media and merch.
he's
It's unbelievable.
unbelievable, right? I mean, he's what? Got to be top 3 when it comes to poker players as far as popularity.
Number 1 at
Yeah, well, he's out there.
He's the number 1 in bass.
He's out
GG
there.
poker, yeah.
He's good behind a camera.
Yeah, I mean, he does it all.
Steve shows the tens. Matt, how do you feel about that?
Don't like it. No, sir. Didn't like it.
No, sir. I don't like it.
He's got a nice little horn white. You watch YouTube channel? You watch something?
Yeah, I like watching his videos when he's playing the World Series.
Yeah, last year's I watched it.
He's
Yeah.
doing, I mean, he's got a lot. He works a lot. He's
Yeah.
always doing videos on
Yeah.
himself.
Playing the online games. You ever watch them?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Don't you snort after looking at those cards. The hell was it?
Holy.
What?
That's an easy pot.
28.
36.
Yep, more than that, buddy. Yep.
24, yep.
That's 46, right?
36. I'm sleeping, sorry.
Gino with an ugly hand. I think Gino knows if Rob's betting pre-flop, he has a monster because Rob has been calling with like pretty big hands, just calling pre-flop. So I think Gino's got to know that this is just
Yeah, that ain't it.
It's not the one. Mike with all the clubs. Eric double suited does not want to take a chance. Easy game for Rob. Easy game.
Yeah, that's a good. Not really gorgeous, but double suited with all right. Lamp alert. Lamp alert. Let me get my fucking $6 flip.
12?
Come on, that's easy math, bro. You should be able to know the blind. I have
12
half
total.
of the blind on top of it too. Doesn't matter.
No, it'd have to be. He'd have to have 16. He'd have to have 16.
If he opened.
Well, that's different. Oh.
All right, Jack for Eric. He takes the lead this hand.
48.
Eric's got Jackson Force. Is that what you said? You said that.
Yep.
Holmes got not a terrible hand, open-ended with a pair of tens. And he's short-stacked. Kind of tough to get away from this one, I think. There are a lot of diamonds out there, but... Little does he know, Eric's got 2 of his 9s already dead.
Probably not. F it, they say.
They do say that.
That would have been my question if I was Gino.
He says I don't have anything, but he literally has
like,
a pair of
why
tens.
are you in the hand? I'm like, well, he's got something. Just Gino's drawing to 1 card.
Eric's hand was a misread, card misread. He's got a set of jacks. That's a little better than Jackson Force.
Yeah, 9's good. As long as it's only one of them.
Gino picks up a couple more. No, just still
No,
just the queen.
No, just the queen.
Because of the misread. And Eric's set of jacks holds on for a double kill.
Of course. Take the money of everything. Take every like.
There's 5 there, right? Dead small. Our blinds are up 5, 10, 10. Maybe 10, 10.
$30 from each spot.
Right, so to basically get your buy-in back.
Hey, Kev, we're going to do 30 from each spot to pay the last guy.
How about Benny hanging on all stream? Wasn't he down to like 8K at one point?
He was.
After an unfortunate run out. Okay, guys, whatever number you see there, subtract 30.
No, they're gonna pay out. They're gonna pay the bubble in cash. It looks like.
30 way.
Big blind only. 5, 10.
Yeah, throw me that 50 up right.
After the hand.
I hold it. Like the Chinese.
You'll be the first one.
I did.
I'm about to get off work, so I'll hold it.
Yeah, thanks for not putting the money on the table, guys.
Crazy, right?
And then 2 more. That's it.
Benny, just give me $20.
And then 1 more.
That's 30, right?
30. Yeah. There you go. That's
Way
it.
to go.
Right here.
Thanks.
Holding right here. Look, right here.
Hey, can I use any box?
No.
I mean, or
You can sit over here.
I don't think that one is turned on like the one in the
Benny, it's on you.
Stop counting the money, Benny.
No, I'm just holding the
You never count your money when you're sitting at the table.
hat.
I heard that somewhere.
They also told you to know things about holding them and folding them, also knowing when to briskly walk away.
And when to run. I'm like, what kind of game is Kenny Rogers playing? He's got to run.
Everyone's packing in the games that Kenny Rogers used to play. Benny's still counting. Maybe off the stream next time? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Still there, Benny? Oh, pretty good flop for, well, I guess, yeah, it's not as good as I thought. Benny's still good with the queens, open-ended. Eric also open-ended with no pair.
10,000.
Tom's in there with Jack and a gutter ball. Queens are still the nuts.
Airborne Ranger says they all trust Benny. Lol.
What's up, Ranger? Saw you up there earlier. Sorry to see you didn't make it.
Yep.
Wow, Tom putting in the big boy bet.
They are very exceedingly good. But Benny don't know that.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You
No?
needed to call to get them.
I know you. I know you steal the pot.
Oh, you. It's crazy how we go from I'm no good, I have queens to I know you steal the pot. As soon as you see the cards.
Yeah, full pot right there. Right? Open it.
But everyone's pussyfooting around.
Pussyfooting?
You haven't heard that?
Say that.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Good play, buddy. Take it.
So 5, 10, 10, the level. Still too many players here, so we got to keep raising them blinds. Thin out this herd.
Is that how it works?
Yep.
You had it before.
You played this game, right? Take a look.
So tempting, but
You can't do it.
Oh, you're not allowed to do it?
They're not allowed to do your hands.
We're on stream right now.
Be
Be on camera.
We're done before.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Here, take a hit on it.
downstairs.
30,000.
See, I don't understand why you raise pre-flop with that hand, then you flop top pair, and then you check. Then I mean, there's not really too many turns you're gonna like, so you might as well bet it and see where you're at. But then you check and you have no clue where you're at.
You can't not. Yeah, if you bubble, you're not getting paid. I mean, you're not getting points.
Well, what would you get for like split?
25,000.
Well, you get 90 something for buying in. you'll probably get like
I like this bet from Steve. The pre-flop raiser checked twice. Chances are he doesn't have anything too good. I really like this bet.
Bennett. Yeah, so yesterday he'll get, was it the daytime run? So he'll get more because they had so many people. They had like 100 people, right? So normally, like on this tournament, first you get like 4.
Steve told him. Steve's like, I got jacks.
Probably jumped up because the tournament was like 100 people. You'll see it later. We're playing later.
You know, without a guy like Gino running the table, the action.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to slow down a little bit.
Less action and a lot quieter.
Yeah, definitely quieter. That's 100%. But I mean, Tom can take over the aggression factor, as was shown with his pot-sized bluff previously against Benny's queens and open-ended. But you really need two aggressive guys at the table to really like build up some big pots. Otherwise, it might drag a little bit. But Benny's folding a monster 6-7-8 double suited with a pair of eights. Doesn't like that apparently.
Nobody wants to be the bubble boy.
I mean, why not? They're not the bubble boy anymore if they've already gotten paid. Benny didn't even want to call it 10K, huh?
Raul says that's why he's out.
Well, I mean, that's not why he's out, Raul. He had a monster. He turned the nuts, and he was basically a 70-30% to win, and then he just...
Well, Gino's aggression was really paying off for the first, I'd say, 90 minutes of the stream.
Paying off the whole stream, and it almost paid off again, but he got unlucky on the river.
Yeah, he got rivered pretty bad to get crippled, and then it was downhill from there. He didn't have the chip stack to push the table around anymore like he had.
Yeah, Gino's not too aggressive. He's a very, very good level of aggressive. Wow, Steve flops the nuts with a flush draw. Mike C has also got a flush draw, and now he's got two pair. This is a tough...
yeah, it is.
Tough spot. I mean, I think Mike's going to find the fold here, but it just sucks. He's in that spot to begin with. It's really going to suck with the blind. I think what's making him think about calling here, obviously the pot size, but the blind levels are just huge at this point.
They are huge. And he flops a straight.
No, Mike didn't.
No, it says Steve flops a straight, but you've got that nut flush draw.
And two pair.
And two pair.
So he's got the full house draw, too.
It's really tough to fold that, but it's... And he thought, oh, darn, I had the king high club. And I'm like, buddy, you didn't want a club, man. Club
well, it's crazy because
would have ended your day.
If Steve had clubs and Tom had clubs,
right.
And there were clubs on the board, and Mike had clubs, probably not too many clubs left.
Right. I'm just saying, he didn't want one. He thought he wanted one.
No.
But we would have had our bubble at that point if a club comes.
Looks like Steve is our new chip leader, sitting around 280K.
Catching all. I don't fold until I get to the bubble.
Steve's going to keep his foot on the gas here.
30,000.
You love to see it. It's a very mediocre hand, but he's going to keep the gas on. Benny's already in for 10K. It's another 20K to call. Not the best hand, but he's got some options. Benny's going to rip a flop here. Steve flopped a pretty good flop, actually. He still has the overpair, and now he's open-ended on a Badoogie board. We're just putting it in here. If he's got a 4, he's got a 4. But he's just going to take this down as is. Works out pretty good for Steve. Steve's game has improved immensely over the last few months. I really can't stress that enough. Like, it's nice to see visual improvement in people's games. And, I mean, his game is just, I mean, you can tell. I mean, the proof's in his stack right now. I mean, in his aggression factor, his aggression levels have gone up. What up, Luke? What up, chat? Lock it in, chat. Final 6. Playing down to a winner. Maybe. Mike on the short stack was looking for a big hand there, looking to stick it in.
Phrasing.
Deuce 339 is not the one. Tell you what, if Rob pots this, he might just take it down. But
nope, friendly game. Eric's pocket queens holding for meow.
I'm just curious, why do you think Eric's hand is rated higher than Rob's hand at the moment? Rob has kings with an ace, and Eric just has queens with no straight draw, no flush. I mean, he's got a gutter ball, but no flush draw.
Well, I guess it calculates what's left in the deck.
Very interesting. Benny calling with a king and a gutter ball. What a legend. I mean, you're basically locking yourself in here, Benny, with that call. Doesn't really matter what the turn is. You got to. Wow, Queen 9 wins. Would have won.
Mm-hmm. Steve needs a 9 or a 6. That's not a 9 or a 6. Steve must now attempt thievery. Michael W. says, let's go Mets. Huh. I don't have a dog in that particular fight.
First of all, Braves is spelled Braves, but they're terrible right now. So
I mean, I'm a Marlin fan, so I don't get a seat at the table.
Yeah, no, we're not even in the same room.
That's okay. I've seen my Marlins win 2 world titles. And down here, we're all dialed into the Stanley Cup playoffs anyway.
All of us.
Kind of sad. I've been to more Brewer home games than Marlin home games the last few years. I mean, I can walk to the Brewer game from my mom's house. So.
How far is that?
About a half mile.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's on top of the hill overlooking the stadium, so it's.
That's covered, right? Brewers Stadium.
Yeah, they got a retractable roof.
Yeah.
I mean, walking there is easy. I mean, walking back is hard because it's up a hill. No, the hill's pretty steep, so that's why not people go in that way. They go in off the expressway.
Probably wouldn't have given the short stack on the big blind a walk with pocket queens.
No.
But that's just me. It's an interesting spot for Tom. He's got a big stack. He's open-ended, and he's got a pair of queens. I don't really see him folding, but he also knows that if Mike's betting here, Mike has a king at the very least. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just not enough for him to fold, I don't think. Mike, technically you're ahead, buddy.
no, I lose these.
Just trying to double you up, Mike.
Michael, we appreciate the respectful commentary in the chat. You're the most respectful Mets fan I've ever met.
Oh, easily.
By far. Let's see if Mike can hold here. He's fading any. Yep, he's going to hold somehow, some way.
And
sit back down, Mike.
Doubles up off of Tom.
Mike used
passing chips at this point.
Mike used the cheat code there, the stand-up cheat code.
I thought you meant after the flop. I'm surprised you caught it.
Yeah, I didn't get to go to a World Series game in '97. The first time the Fish won it, but still in college up in Milwaukee. So actually, I had an outside shot of getting to one of the games in Cleveland, in Miami. But then when we went back in '03, I said, I missed it last time. I ain't missing it this time. I'm going.
Nice. You went to an '03 World Series game?
I went to Game 5. And I watched the Marlins be the Marlins. Like, they got off to a 6-1 lead after 2 innings, and, oh, we're cruising right. Wrong. Yankees got 3 runs in the 9th to add the drama. I'm like, no, why can't we have anything easy? But we still won 6-4.
Oh, well, good. They made a game of it, made it exciting.
No, when it was 6-1, I'm like, very exciting. Let's just keep them off the scoreboard. Let's have an easy one.
That's no fun. Easy games are no fun. That's not true. They're very fun.
I was going to say, I went the most stressful sporting event in my entire life. No, not hard to guess if you know me. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final last year.
But it worked out well.
My heart was in my throat the whole freaking game, man. Would I have loved just a quick goal outburst and Bobrovsky to have a shutout and an easy 4-0 win? Absolutely. I'd have been just fine with that outcome. Also would have been good with not blowing a 3-0 series lead. Just win it in 4, sweep it.
Can you imagine if they dropped that? That would have been infamous. Going down or going up 3-0 and then losing it 4 in a row.
Nah, we're not the Sharks.
Or the Yankees.
No, I mean the Sharks were the only team to blow a 3-0 lead since 1942.
Well, the Yankees did it.
Yeah, they were up 3-0 on LA, and LA came back and won, and then went on to win the Stanley Cup. Like, man, San Jose squeezes out one more win, they probably win the cup. Michael says Alex Gonzalez home run for the win.
Is that Luis Gonzalez or Alex Gonzalez? No, I'm thinking Diamondbacks.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and disagree with you, Alex. That was Game 4. I was not at that game.
Well, he's not saying it was. He's just saying it was that series.
Yeah, in extra innings in Game 4, yeah. Alex Gonzalez hit the home run that tied the series, and then the Marlins wouldn't lose again. They'd win 4, 5, and 6 to take it in 6. No. Oh, no. I'm leaning the wrong way, aren't I? Okay. I wondered why I was getting so hot in here. Yeah, same, Michael. Ooh.
What did you do, buddy?
Nothing.
No, you did something. You just leaned back and all that happened, so you did something. It's not a coincidence.
Sorry, I leaned back Snoop Dogg style with my mind on my money and my money on my mind, and I just messed the whole stream up.
Almost.
Yeah, I don't really hate the Yankees as much as I used to. After that 03 series, I'm like, well, we beat them on the biggest stage of them all. I can let the anger go. For the most
not
part.
me. They beat us in the series.
Well, you that I understand. Yeah, 95.
5. Yep.
No wait. 95 was Braves Indians. 96. My bad. Or was it Braves Yankees 95? No wait. You guys beat Cleveland.
No,
okay.
yeah, we
you
beat Cleveland. Yeah.
It's okay.
Wow, Steve is jamming it in there. I love it. Wow, Steve's got a monster stack. Holy.
Fun fact, the Braves can only win one World Series per city, so they're going to have to move again to win another title. Yeah, Taylor was like, no, they won 2 in Atlanta. I'm like, well, no, they won 1 in Atlanta, and then they won 1 in Cobb County. When they hopped the county line in the
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and then 1 in Boston and 1 in Milwaukee.
Well, that'll do it. Oh, no, he's got a flush draw. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's not done. He's got, 10 outs he can catch. And there it is. He catches it straight on the river.
Crazy.
All in it to win it. Yeah, I wasn't surprised to see the Red Sox win the year after us because, well, they took Mike Lowell and Josh Beckett and I believe A.J. Burnett as well off of that 03 Marlins team.
That's a whole bunch of names right there.
Yep.
I remember the old school in the 90s, Charlie Huff and Chuck Carr and all those guys. Those were the original
Sheffield
guys. Yeah.
And Oronde Destrade.
Dontrell Willis.
No, he wasn't back then. He was 03.
No, but he was early 2000. I'm just saying early guys. Dontrell Willis. I remember when he first came up, that dude was he was all torque.
Another reason to love that 03 series win because nobody could figure out that delivery. I said, all they're going to do is study film, and it's never going to work again.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the Wildcat. And I'm like, so I'm happy he won because it's never working again. And, man, he got lit up for like the rest of his career.
You're right, yeah.
And I'm like, well, he got a ring out of it at least.
No, it's all downhill from there. Good try, Rob.
Yep.
Carl Pavano, holy.
He's going old school.
Peacock, what's up, buddy?
He says, Terry.
Nice to hear from you, man. What's going on? You got to come play some Moneymaker events. We got our Moneymaker starting April 30th, going all the way through to May 13th. Going to have a lot of fun events. We got mystery bounty events. We got PLO events. We got mixed events. Obviously, our main event, $1,100 main event. Probably going to be a $250K guarantee. We got satellites running almost every night during the Moneymaker. So we got tournaments for all shapes and sizes and bankrolls. Come on down. Everybody, welcome to the stage, Chris Moneymaker.
Steve with the mystery hand. But a monster chip stack behind him.
Eric, what are we doing, bud? You're gonna wait for these. What is it? 10,000, 15. So is that 35,000? we're gonna wait for a better hand in the next 2 hands here than that. Double suited, ace 10, 6, whatever, and all the straight draws. Okay, that is allowed. That's a pretty good flop for
Ooh,
ace
Benny
10, ace
flopping a
10,
double.
6, ace 10, 6, 4 with an ace high club draw for Eric, who is not in the hand, but not the point. We'll see if it matters not. It'll be a tough fold for Tom. He's got the flush draw and the queen.
No clue what Steve has. Looks like Steve folded his mystery hand.
And what's going on? You got Matt and Terry in the booth today. Benny's making a call of no club, please. Reminding everyone that he does, in fact, have a set. Now he's going to explain to everybody why he's all in with that set.
Yeah, Tom needs a club.
Ooh.
Ooh, filthy.
Benny's luck ran out.
Yeah. I mean, down to like 9K.
Look, Benny went right
earlier,
for the wad.
Right.
Benny went right for the bubble wad.
He's like, mine now.
Benny, you played pretty good today, bud. What are you going to do? All you can do is get it all in with the best hand and hope for the best.
Down big and, well.
Down bad, ran it up to almost 200K. I mean, got it all in with a set on the flop. I mean, that's put it all in and hope for the best.
Well, that's not true. You just hit one.
No, he said if I ever needed a club in my life. Sure he is, Mike. Doing it with 2 pair of aces, open-ended, wrap, flush draw. Come on, Mike.
All right, well,
I'll tell you what,
the
though,
top 5.
if Eric had called that hand like he was supposed to, he wins at everything. He wins with the nut flush on the river.
15 to play.
I mean, right, we're supposed to call that ace 10, 6, 4, double suited.
5-handed. And blinds up.
Fredo says, Benny, no.
And it's like, well, he didn't get paid. I mean, he broke even. You guys buying back.
I think he got a plus 30 as well. $150 buy-in, and everyone got in 30. So he got 100.
Oh, yeah, 30 bucks. 30 bucks.
That's dinner, baby. Tom's going to ride the hot streak here.
I'm thinking about what you're going to do after I put the...
You're not going to know what I'm going to do, so you do what you're going to do.
I'm going to fold that.
I don't know what I would have done.
You would have won all that. I would have? God damn it.
3 9s for Mike.
85.
Tom would have had the nut flush draw.
He
Steve
doesn't
has
need that
a
much,
flush
yeah.
draw, but Steve's got a lot of chips. He might call this off. He's getting 3 to 1 on a call almost. This call's right on the borderline here.
I'm hoping you don't have diamonds.
I had the diamonds. I had the ace high diamonds.
You got diamond draw?
I got diamonds. That's all. That's literally the only thing I have.
Runner 3, Steve. Come on, man. Runner 7, 8.
You're here for the pain, ain't you?
I just don't want him to think that's all he has. 3?
Well, let's see. A 6? No. And nope.
2 pair. I got Tuper. What's that from?
I don't know.
3 of a kind beach two-pair, you dumb truck. No, nothing?
No.
Training Day?
No.
Denzel?
That one. I haven't seen that one. I hear good things, but
I got Tuper.
I was gonna say he didn't say it right. He can't be doing the bit from Maverick.
No.
I have 2 small pair.
Eights
and eights. I'm like, man. I said, man, that would have got you shot back then. It's a good thing he owned the boat and had all the guns confiscated before that, right?
That's why he could say that.
I'm like, do that in a tavern, see what happens. Yeah, we were saying that literally all his first down when we saw that. Like he puts the cards up better than anyone we've seen so far.
Raise 55.
Well, he can't drive 55, but he can bet it.
Easy game, Steve. Easy game, buddy.
He's like, I was a little behind.
The nice thing about Omaha is, like, you're never really ahead or behind pre-flop. Nothing matters until the flop. And obviously that goes the same for Hold'em, but even more so in Omaha, just because there's so much variance and there's just so many different avenues to just smash a hand. Like, even aces and kings double suited. I mean, it's a monster hand, obviously, but kind of hard to improve those hands as well.
Oh, we missed hand 69. Not nice. Welcome to hand 70 if you're just joining us.
I never miss hand 69.
Can I buy some pot from you?
I kind of like Rob's line here, to be honest with you. He's under the gun, got a pair. I mean, he hasn't really done too much pre-flop messing around. So, I mean, no matter what he does, this looks strong coming out of him, even though he's short stacked, and this is the right move with a lot of hands. I mean, this looks a lot stronger than pocket tens, you know? I mean, that's not true. You're double suited. You have plenty of outs to a straight.
Yeah, it was unlikely, but that doesn't mean no chance.
Guys, we are down to our final 5. This is where we begin paying everybody out. 5th place is going to walk away with 600. 4th place is walking away with 700. 3rd place is walking away with 900. 2nd place is walking away with 1,300. 1st place is walking away with 2,114 smacks.
I think everybody says that. Bro, if this was Raz, I got the nuts with the cards I'm getting.
And then when you're playing Raz, you're like, man, if this was Hold'em,
yeah,
I'd be crushing it.
It's all aces and
yeah,
suited connectors. You've got like a straight flush, but you're playing Raz.
It's an interesting spot for Steve. See, this is what happens once you get the chip lead.
Right.
You got chips to splash. You take a relatively average hand. You think about calling to take a player out, which, I mean, this is about a coin flip, if we're being honest. Well, actually, no, now I'm looking at Eric with the ace. Yeah, he's got ace-king, basically, so that's, yeah, never mind. Just kidding.
Players saying, I like playing dealer's choice. I'm like, ooh, I haven't dealt. Or you would never say that.
What's your choice?
5-10 slapjacks.
I have no clue.
A game of skill, tenacity, and dexterity. Can get messy if you're drinking. Don't wear your good clothes.
Steve's going to need a lot of help here. Some clubs or some two-pair combination. The ace by itself is no bueno. Jack's a bad card for
outs.
Steve.
Yeah, it is.
Just
King's
King's
full.
full on the bottom, no big deal.
Alright, I'm tired of doubling people up, guys.
Small stacks have had incredible luck.
10, 20, 20.
Yeah, I mean, the 5 players, 4 in the danger zone, 9 orbits, and they come so fast, 5-handed. But the short stack keeps winning.
That's true. Yeah. I never leave. I mean, very rarely. I should probably start doing
Tournaments upstairs or downstairs?
Downstairs. You go away from here to
I
there.
went like that. Upstairs be on the roof.
Tired as shit.
Smoke one, you'll be good.
Make more time. Not for you pros.
That's spinach for him.
It's gonna be popping out of his shirt.
So that's as bad as it gets. There's a walk. There's a walk right
I got a wall.
Ball 4, take your base.
Because it's 20K.
Yeah, I know you got an ace. What do? Ace jack.
I don't know who cares about weapons, just so you know. I'm always willing to chop.
I want the action. I want to play, to be honest with you. And I'm short stack, so I'd probably be benefiting most from chopping, but
Yes. Yes, you would. The math supports that claim. 50K in orbit. Guys, this isn't Dungeons and Dragons or Final Fantasy. You don't get XP for playing more hands. Some of these guys trying to level up. Leveling up in poker is different.
Yeah, especially when the blinds are this big. I mean, Rob wants to play it out, but blinds are 10, 20, and he's got about 60 in front of him, so that's literally that's one orbit.
Well, that's the thing. He even said, he's all like, I'd benefit the most from dropping. I'm like, yes. Yes, you would.
But still, even if he chops right now, he's not going to get much more than 5th place. I mean, there's 5th place is 600, which is still 4x his buy-in, so 4th place is 700. So I mean,
and I haven't eaten today yet. And coming through with the recipes yet again.
and I don't believe that until you bring it in.
Yeah, you got to bring some of this in for. And it doesn't even have to be a day I'm working the stream.
It does have to be a day that I'm working, though.
Okay, I just want somebody to get some of this deliciousness, culinary goodness.
And I'll vouch for it when you bring it in, darling. Venti. Oh, we're just calling? 5-handed? Blinds this high? That's wild.
Right? Right after I fold them.
I have one check. That is 40.
Looks like Tom's got a wrap. Eric's got tree sixes. Mike's got a straight flush draw.
Well, Ann, this happens.
Call 40.
Over to Eric.
He's all in.
I mean, 3 6s. Zero blame will be assigned for that move. Yeah, Tom's like, you can stop now.
Because I got one out. There's not a bonus.
You got more outs than that,
yeah,
buddy.
you had more than that. Not a lot more, but.
Sure he did. He had any club, any 8.
All right, Rob going for it with them aces.
61 is correct. All in 61. Yeah, I know, but it's still active.
Oh, I thought it was in.
Come on, Tom. You're trouble.
No, I didn't know there was still somebody else in it.
Rob just picks up aces under the gun, and then he basically would be all in next hand. So I mean, what they call it? Not a lifesaver, but a life raft. No, what a
lifeline.
Lifeline. Thank you. Jeez.
Yeah, I was blanking on it too, and I'm like, oh right.
Jack.
Depends who you're talking about.
Yeah. Ace, queen, 10 would be fun.
All right, we're gonna see it flop.
Wow.
And an ace.
What
wow.
an easy game.
Easy game.
Well, there goes that.
Yep.
Wow,
So
Andy
Ann hits
hits
the
it.
jack. Nothing worse than drawing dead and getting there.
Can't kill everybody.
Six of hearts is your burn, guys. Six of hearts is your burn.
How about I find my money out?
That's hard.
Huh. Well, that might be a plan. Yeah, the Moneymaker Daytona keeps coming at these inopportune times. Because I definitely want to play in one, but... But usually something comes up that prevents me from going to Daytona. Oh, the holding up the hand and rearranging the cards.
A monster flop for Rob. Jeez. Eric does have the nut flush draw, but Rob's got a wrap and a straight flush draw.
I'll repot it. I'll repot it.
Tom's got 2 pair. Wow. Eric's going to fold, which is crazy. I mean, like 2 minutes from now, he's going to... Wow, he is all in. Crazy.
Well, Ann, that depends on what kind of car you got and how you drive. I mean, back when I had my Impala, I could legit make Daytona in about 90 minutes from here.
Well, did you think they were?
Well, Kevin, I wonder if Kevin's going to try to count the pot now, or if he's just going to wait to see if the big stack wins at all.
Oh, he's got the 5. Oh, he is. You are completely. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's completely wrapped. Andy's got a pair. But the pair doesn't matter because if he hits any 2 pair, it's going to be a straight for him.
This is all in. This one's all in.
You need an ace or a 6. Not a club.
You got everyone covered. All right, boys.
That is a flop.
Turn card, a 5-0
Wow.
diamonds.
Nut for Rob.
A 4-0 diamond.
Yeah, still got a straight. The only straight on board. Yep, the only straight to the 6.
He's got a higher straight, yeah. Eric also has a straight, but it's not high enough.
Ace-4 is a straight here for the outside.
Yeah, they both have a wheel on the outside, ace-4 and ace-deuce.
This is folded.
No, ace-deuce.
This is a straight for the outside also. So straight. You guys are chopping.
Chopping the side, and he's going to triple up.
Yeah. For the say to Ann, I make the vehicle I drive now. It's I have to be a responsible adult and dad, so I've got the little gas sipping minivan. But there are times I miss my Impala, and that's one of them. Like if I got to go to Orlando or something, I'm like I could have shredded that drive.
Just like that, Rob says, I want to play it out, just in case. Just in case I double up and then triple up within 5 minutes of each other and become the chip leader. Oh, wait, that just happened.
Yep. Passing the chips around. The short stack can't keep winning forever. Everything I know about math and science says no.
It's proved you wrong so far.
Well, no, it's just taking a really long time. It just can't do it forever.
Sure. Yeah, no, it can until it doesn't. Maybe it's already happened. Maybe everything happens all at one time. And it's just taking us a while to realize it because we have tiny little pea brains.
Ann says age plays a part in this. Well, yeah, that's... Yeah, I don't drive here to my folks' house in Milwaukee in one shot anymore. Gave that up a couple years ago.
All right, 20 to play.
It's 21 hours if everything goes right.
$70.
All right, Tom's all in for less. He's going for it, looking to double up.
7, 4, 10.
Tom's all in. Eric's got 85K behind.
20, I got 40 even.
Basically a coin flip, 51.49.
Pot is right.
Ace king offsuit or ace queen suited for Eric against tens, pretty much. Right now. Wow, that's a lot of outs for Eric. Flush draw. Oop, well, that dampers things a little bit. And no. Eric rivers the straight.
You're the odds guy. What were the odds on that pre-flop? Yeah, he had the one card.
Yeah, Eric went for the elimination there, had all kinds of outs, and the math said it was a coin flip, but I guess he called tails when he should have called heads.
All you need is 10 for a straight, so you lose 2 outs right there.
Yeah, I got 30,000 chips left from 10, 20, big one.
Alright, so I got 3, 6, 9, and 10 cards, 19 outs. On my favorite, right?
I don't know if you're on the flop. Yes, you're
Yeah, that board would have been wiped out.
Big one.
and you're high.
Big one.
20 and 20.
And I think the turn they've given me a wheel for. Oh no, you already had high.
Terry says, whoops. Yeah, it was a good hand for Eric. He just, he couldn't hit anything on that one.
90.
Rob pumps it to 90.
No 70. There was no call in. 70. Sorry about that.
Rob's got some pushing around chips now. Rob knows how to use the gears. He's been in first and second gear pretty much all final table, but now he's able to put a little speed behind it.
Last time I called this, you had a bigger pair.
This time I had nothing.
No, I had good cards. I
You didn't have aces.
just not a pair. I don't know if you call it a wrap, but all cards in the middle.
9, 10, jack, 7.
I think a lot of people fold my hand, but people get really stonewalled, so rather bet it got called than have to make the call.
Yeah, with that triple up, Rob's ICM value goes through the roof. That pretty much puts him in first position for chips. So that's going to put him right around. That's definitely going to put him in between first and second if they decide to chop at this point. So that might change his mind on a possible chop.
And says poker is inherently the most unpredictable. Skill goes out the window sometimes. And I agree. It is the only game I can think of that where you can make all the right moves and still lose your shirt.
Wow,
this could be fun.
They both flop it. Steve's got the redraw, or he's got the flush draw behind it though, and he's got the best hand technically.
An all in and a call. Eric is at risk here.
You just need to deuce 5 or a 10.
That's it.
Yeah, he's ahead with the queen.
Alright, easy come, easy go.
Will you let me go? It's a clean reference.
45, 50,
Sounded
65.
9 outs.
I just lost in a 3 month.
Yes, and then there's hands like this.
Well, if he hits his card, he
Five,
goes.
five, five.
But I still have 3 very good heads-up hands. Usually trips heads up.
Oh, you? No, he has.
Steve about a
You can't hit him.
60-40 favorite. Turn card a 9. No help. Eric needs a 10 deuce or 5. And
There it is.
as if on cue, Steve hits his spade, but Eric hits his boat.
Gonna be a double up for Eric. And plays itself though. I mean, each player flops the king, but he's got the flush draw to go with it. Hits the flush, but it's not the one.
Five-handed, both players flop a set of kings, so it's or trip kings. That's it was getting all in. Thanks.
Always rolling.
By the way, in the dark.
Rather done it after that last one.
Okay. Rob, you want first place?
That would help me with points for sure.
Take the chop.
Wow, Rob.
Oh, that's
Rob,
intriguing.
Rob
kinda
says,
said
points.
He said no way to the chop, but then the points thing came up, and
he was waiting for someone to bring it up. He didn't want to be the one to bring it up, but somebody else brought it up.
And that's the thing with points. It doesn't matter what kind of chop is agreed to. There's no chopping the points. So if you take a chop and you got the most chips, you still get full points for first place.
They'll do it. Yeah. They'll look at numbers before we decide.
I love how everybody just says that like it's not common knowledge. They'll look at the numbers. I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of how that works. They have to. I mean, you couldn't really chop without them looking at the numbers, could you? It's like, I'm just going to guess. Okay, you get this much, and you get this much. And we'll just see how it goes.
I'll wait till I'm
Oh, if you don't want to, then forget it. Do you not want to at all? Do you not want to chop? They were going to look at the numbers, but if you don't
Yeah, it says yes. And how do they divvy up the points? They do not. Whatever place you got is what you got.
Like whatever your chip stack is what you got, you mean?
Yeah.
That's what Rob's saying. If Rob has the most chips, now's the perfect time to chop. If he's
Right,
more worried about points.
Well, you refigure the money on the chip chop. It's the points that stand.
let us know how much we're going to get paid by our place.
But the places aren't as posted on. No, it'll change. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Oh, that's irrelevant now.
Well, it's only irrelevant if everybody agrees to whatever numbers our floor man Kevin comes up with.
Otherwise, he'd have no incentive.
You guys got 183. 183. 183
game.
451.
That was a monster. I verified. I counted that one. That's good. 190. What are you doing over here?
Tom's like, I'm not chopping, so it
I don't
doesn't
care
matter.
if you do or don't.
It doesn't matter how many times.
Okay, so we're still going over some numbers here.
We'll get 11.7. Then 183 gets 11.55.
gets 1,005, and 37K gets 740. Pretty much.
Can you just repeat them? Oh, okay.
I'm good if you guys
You
all
would
are.
get
11-7.
Okay. Next tournament starts.
Tom, I think you're getting a grand.
That's one thing. All right, that's fine. Whatever.
What place are you? You would be what?
11, just under second place.
I'd be under.
He's
All right,
fourth.
so I'm giving up
He's fourth, so you get four,
the right number,
fourth
right?
place points. That's what you get.
I
So
mean,
you know.
the size of the target.
That's how the points are gonna work.
But it's still a lot of points. I mean,
Okay, that's fine.
points whenever.
So you guys are all good?
Let me
get this together.
All right, guys. We just got the official word. They did chop. We just got some numbers in. Rob's going to take home, and again, this is ICM chop, so the payouts are depending based on the stack size. But Rob's going to take home 1,564. Steve's going to take home 1,155. Eric's going to take home 1,170. Tom's going to take home $1,005, and Mike's going to walk away with $739.
All right, that's
another PLO tournament in the books.
Yeah, that's going to do it for us here on behalf of our production crew, which is Rob, James,
Terry.
Yeah, well, not you, the other one. Yeah.
There was no other one. We only had two on.
Oh, we only had two. Okay, because I was going to say I didn't see anybody else. All right.
Kevin running the floor. Joey Dolan's our tournament director. All of our dealers. We had Kevin, Jay, everybody that worked really hard. All of our players, all the guys vying for points, and everybody in the chat today. We don't do it without you. It's literally nothing without you guys.
Please hit the like, follow, and subscribe buttons. It really helps the channel out. And make sure to catch our next show tomorrow at 3:34-ish. Yeah, for our 10K Deepstack tournament, and then on Saturday the Progressive Bounty, which is always a lot of fun. So hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified as soon as we go live-ish.
And also to remind everybody, we got our giveaway. So if you want any high hands downstairs in the cash room, come on in on Saturday. We also have a surprise going with what we're going to end up doing with our high hands. So come on through this weekend. Surprise! We got surprises all weekend.
A big surprise.
It is actually a huge surprise.
I didn't even know we had one coming up. So
we do. So come on through, guys. Again, we appreciate you. Follow, like, subscribe, and everybody have a good weekend.
Yep. Till then, good night from the Action Palace at Pbkc.